guys are over and you can at least see me over there, because Young Elder, I don't know how to link my TikTok to what I'm doing tonight. So I'm telling them to, if they don't want to, they want to see the actual what's going on tonight, then to come on your channel, and hopefully they still can hang out with me live right now. Good day.
We live right now. We live though.
Okay, we live right now. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. I gotta run that intro and then we can come in.
Okay. All right.
I just give me 2
Yes.
minutes. All right.
All right. All right.
That's right.
And the ancestors are looking out for us. God Hayes is exposing them, man.
Okay, you see that chair right there? See how big it
is? Yeah.
Now look at the Pope chair under. Scroll down, look at the Pope chair under.
Never have it been made so clear.
Young TV.
We running the game right now.
Young TV.
Time to take over.
Young
We the hottest in the game. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button. If you just not tuned in.
TV.
Share, like on your Instagram, Facebook.
Young TV.
If you tuned in, we broadcasting live from 2030, baby.
Young TV. Young
Taking over the game, baby. Oh yeah.
Young TV.
Hit that like.
Young TV.
Get them likes up in the air, you heard me?
Young TV.
Ride by. Hotel Islam.
Young TV.
Assalamu alaikum. Shalom alaikum.
Young
TV. Hit that like.
Hi, everybody.
All right. Go ahead. So like you can go ahead if you want to speak on like the what you gonna speak on, whatever. I think Rising Phoenix said she'll be about 5 minutes late, and I think
okay, well, I won't speak on that because can't nobody do nobody's stuff right but them. But I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be a very informative show tonight, dealing with our children coming in and into this realm, and they're gonna stop doing all the stuff that they're doing to our children, because we bringing the doula, which is the midwives, back into the equation, so that our babies can grow up and remember their Akashi records when they come in. So she's going to be doing all that. But in the meantime, I'm going to show you a few things. Now, I need everybody to go into my YouTube channel while we're waiting for Phoenix to come in. It's at Momma Rarebird, MAMAREBIRD. You'll know it's me, and I need you to go over there and subscribe for my YouTube channel, because I can't go live on my YouTube channel until I get 1,000 subscribers. So please, please, please go over there. And like I said, I'm trying to figure out how to do all this stuff right here. And so until I can figure it out, Young Elder, can you put it in your chat?
Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna put yes, ma'am. I'm gonna put in the link.
Yeah, did she send that over? Did she send that over to you?
I got a couple of links. The one I didn't get the link to your YouTube though. I didn't know you had a YouTube, so I'm gonna have to link it in.
Okay, I'm getting ready to. Can I email this over to you right quick?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so tell me your email.
It's Quan Hill 805.
Okay,
gmail.com.
you have to spell that for me.
Okay. It's QUANHILL 80805 at
Okay.
gmail.com.
What's the
Yeah.
numbers again?
805
Okay,
805.
okay.
Yeah, at gmail.com. So it'd be like at then GMAIL.com.
Okay, it
COM.
came up.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm getting ready to send you the link to my channel. If you can ask everybody to go over there and like for me and subscribe, that would be great, and pass it out to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh yeah,
that
I got the flyer. I got the flyer. I can
okay.
post it. And I
Can
already
you
got the Dr. G classes already linked. Plus, we're gonna post it again on Tuesday because it's on Tuesday, so everybody can see it that day when it's gonna drop too. So, but we already got the flyers and all that too.
okay?
Yeah, the
Uh,
Dr. G class. I thought you were talking about the link to your
to
YouTube.
the
So,
to the YouTube. That's what I
yes,
just
ma'am.
sent you over.
Oh, okay. All right, it'll work.
Okay, so those of you all, you can go to my TikTok, and I think that my person that does my to do something. There you go. Somebody put it up there. It's at Mama Railbird. There's capital M and then AMAR, capital RARE, and then capital BIRD. That's one word. You'll see my picture. You'll know it's me. You'll see the mountains behind me, and all the other stuff that we'll talk with, all the flyers for the Delaware conference, uh, with Dr. G sponsoring Spring into Action, and the coordination information that'll be given while we are actually on the after we do the doula information. In the meantime, we will just hang out, and you can well, I don't know, because sometimes YouTube get a little finicky about us playing music without prior authorization. So I don't know what we can do to entertain, but
Oh
maybe
yeah,
some folks.
I can entertain them. I can entertain
Okay,
them.
we'll
Then
entertain them, and we'll be
yeah.
back shortly as soon as Phoenix arrive, because this is her hour. I'm just gonna shadow her. So I want her to shine tonight. This is her time to shine, and I'm here to just shadow her. That's how I am. I just want to be able to be loving and caring, and I don't ever always have to be in the spotlight. Okay, y'all. So I'm gonna be fooling around with these folks on TikTok while you do. You can put me on pause or whatever and entertain them, and rather be on later on the channel
Okay, I
as
got you.
okay.
Yeah, yeah. Right, come on. Yeah. All right, thank you. On Red Bird, that's what we gonna do, y'all. Okay, so Empress, Phoenix says she'll be a couple minutes late.
Okay.
And two, I got that. I gotta put this link. Put this link. Hey, we're gonna help Mama Ratbird get over 1,000 subscribers. So you have crazy.
Woo! Go
Tell her how you
on
did
over
last
there
night.
and hit that like button. You too. Y'all keep putting it in the chat,
Everybody go
Mama
subscribe to Mama
Redbird.
Ratbird.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
keep
I'm
putting it in
dropping
the chat.
it in the chat.
Yeah, put it in the chat on TikTok, guys. Those who found it, please add it to your subscribe to my channel. It ain't nothing over there yet, but it's gonna be some stuff over there in a little bit. Give Mama Redbird enough time to bring herself up to par, and all is well. Who y'all see me? I'm about to break out in sweats. Who some of y'all women understand where I'm coming from. Lord have mercy. Oh, I need my fan. So let me just cut my fan on. Because, honey, I'm having one of those moments. How many women out there know what I'm talking about? No, you don't have to come. I got it. Yeah, there we go. Look at the women. Y'all know where I'm coming from, don't you? But I don't know what I did with my little fan, but that's all right. The fan is going. Y'all see my face?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Lord. Look,
Yeah, I
but
like
I
your
ain't
hair.
mean. Thank you, thank you. I thought I would just
Yeah,
kind of
your hair nice.
come tonight, kind of laid back. Oh, look, you know how they used to be in the church. I Lordy.
Yeah, with the fan. Yeah.
And if
Yeah, I
you
used to go to
call
them
me
Baptist
old,
churches.
and look, young elder, if you call me old again, I'm gonna whoop your hind end. I ain't old, baby. I caught you
No,
on
no, no.
one
Like, hey,
more.
no, we got here. Hey, we walk around with a double-headed sword. So it's like when people start coming out and talking about Big Mama, we bust the heads. We like
Yeah,
to
bust
we
them
like to,
up. But don't be
yeah,
telling
we
them,
cool.
don't be talking about that old woman like that.
Yeah, hey, look, hey, it ain't no disrespect to nothing. Like it's
Oh,
all
I
love. I'm
know.
telling
That's
you, like
why I'm
we got
teasing
your
you.
back. Yeah, we
Look,
got your back.
I'm
Tell
teasing you. But listen, this is how we gonna do this thing, right? Son,
mm-hmm.
we
Yeah,
gonna do it like
thank you.
this. I said, okay, so Big Mama always say, don't put her numbers together, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm 5.6.
Mm-hmm.
All
5
right.
point.
And
Yeah.
if I can flip my numbers, I will. But if I don't, if I can't flip them, if it's gonna make me more seasoned than what I am, then I leave
Mm-hmm.
them at 5. Put the point between the numbers, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
and the word old and Big Mama don't ever go together. So that's a no-no. All right. So you say season. She seasoned and she 5.6. But I know I don't look 5.6. I may look a little seasoned more in my regalia. But as you
Yeah.
can see, I got the power.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't
You
make me
got it.
put my
You
fist
represent.
up.
You represent. We need to be talking about that recipe to that peanut butter cake though. I know y'all got that homemade peanut butter cake down
Yeah,
there.
my grandmother passed it on to my mother, and my mother passed it on to me.
Yeah, yeah. I need to get the
You
copy of that.
want
I need
me
to
to
get the
make
copy
you
of
a peanut butter cake,
the
young
peanut
elder?
butter cake. Yeah, that's what I need.
Okay,
I'm coming down there. I'm
okay. So
coming.
for the
Yeah,
first time that you ever come down to
yeah,
the house in the
yeah,
kitchen, because
yeah.
I was thinking I had this idea, and I want y'all to tell me if this would be a great idea as well. Yeah, I can be in the kitchen. You know how that
Mm-hmm.
lady used to do on Living, was it Living Color? She used to be in the kitchen stirring in the pot while she was talking on the show.
Uh-huh.
I think I'm gonna start doing that every now and then.
Uh-huh.
I'll be in the kitchen cooking
Yeah,
and
hey,
talking to
hey, that'll
y'all
go
at the
platinum.
same
Yeah,
time.
cookie. Yes. Yes, do you
Yeah,
some like the homemade recipes? Yeah, you do them videos. Them things don't go platinum.
okay,
Oh
so
yeah. Okay.
my probably my first one is to teach people how to make homemade biscuits,
There you
you
go.
know, from
Back to Big
scratch.
Mama's way. There you go.
Okay, I can do whole cake, or I can with the
Yeah.
molasses, or I can do the
Yeah.
biscuits with the
Oh yeah.
molasses
We
and
need to do
cook you
all
some
that. We cook
scrambled
all that.
eggs.
Yes,
And,
sir.
and, and look, I ain't no pork advocate, right? But
Uh-huh.
but those of you all that still eat a little pork, I ain't against none of that. I just don't eat meat, but I'm not against people who do. So I
Yeah,
mind
yeah.
my
We
own
need
damn business. But I
to.
cook some fatback meat too. I'm just saying.
Yeah, yeah. I don't really I don't do meat neither. So it's like
Yeah.
I completely cut myself off from meat. Like
I did too. I did too.
yeah,
So,
so
but we got our sisters and brothers still like to dib and dab over there, right? And so we
yeah,
got
it's
love
that
on
sweet
them.
potato pie.
Yeah, we got love on them until they come on across the river over there. And because I know there she is. Ah, suck it. She done around. They may shut it down.
You
Whoa,
know, I have to
whoa,
represent my
whoa.
mother. I have to represent my mother.
Oh yes. Hey, daughter. Look
Hey,
at her.
Mama. Hello,
So
Empress
beautiful.
Mother.
There.
We had official business. Hello, Empress Mother. Yes.
All right. So we're live at Young Elders channel. with Rising Phoenix. We're here together. And like I said, I'm here to shadow my daughter to make sure that her mother's love is here with her. And I'm going to sit back a little bit, and me and her join each other after she's speaking. We're going to do some other stuff and talk about some other things. So with that, with further ado, here's my daughter, Rising Phoenix. Rising Phoenix,
You
take
just
it
so
away.
good to me. I'm supposed to be introducing you, you know. That's my job to introduce you.
Look, I don't need no introduction. I
No, you
want to
don't. Really
introduce you
don't. You
tonight.
don't. You really, there is no introduction needed. Have you did the bells, mother? Have you rung us in?
No, not yet.
Okay, look, you know, I have all, you know, I have all my several bells. I say, yes, to the ancestors, to the ancestors, y'all. After giving y'all blue, red house, blue house. Yes. Keep us covered. I know mother's gonna go get her big bells. So I'm gonna let mama, yes, get it out, please. Come on, big mama. Come on, big
The
mama.
only thing is they can't hear us on that channel, but they definitely can hear us on the TikTok. So
Okay.
I'll do that.
All right. Yes. Yes. Moving all negative energy. Yes. Yes. I say and I say and I say. All right. Yes. I say. I say. I say. I say. Yes. Give thanks. Give thanks. Give thanks. Give thanks. Give thanks.
We are officially ready to serve as the ancestors have had us to serve, with love, peace. Let there be protection for all of us as we share information, circulate energies, positive energy.
Yes.
And nothing but love is going on tonight.
Yes.
As we find solutions for our children that are coming into this realm. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. All right, let the sharing begin.
Yes, yes, we sweep all the bad spirits away. May they be all swept away. They're all swept away. Yes, yes, may they all be swept away.
Yes.
Away. Yes, we remove them all. All the old spirits, old energies are moved and swept away. Ashe.
Ashe,
Yes.
Ashe.
All right. What's going on?
Love is what's going on.
Hey, everybody was waiting on this class. Everybody want to know, get back to Big Mama's way on the land. They ready to get back to how we did it before they came over and conquered us. Because we had a lot of things that Big Mama did, especially like Big Mama bootleg. It's like a lot of stuff my Big Mama was doing. It's like a lot of stuff. Like they had to survive, they had 20-some kids. My grandma got 21 kids. So they had to, like, she used to go to the grocery store like once a month. Like once a month, and then they got the refrigerator outside. Like they got 2-3 freezers outside in the country, man. That's how they roll down there. And then, like, so she had to take care of a lot of people, like a lot of people, even people that weren't her kids. Some of them she took in. So it's like everybody want to get back to Big Mama's way, doula, everything that we've been doing. They want to get the knowledge of it. You know what I'm saying? Because people don't. Some people once they get the knowledge, they'll start back doing it. You know what I'm saying? They just don't remember. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. You're right about that, Elder. Because like a lot of things haven't been transferred over, but we're getting back because all it is re-remembering. We just have to re-remember. That's all we're doing is from the energy healing to how we helped our souls transfer out to how we bring the babies back. The biggest thing I think I'm an advocate on, because I think a lot of people thought, oh, well, when the matriarchs or the rise or return of matriarchs is going to boot the men out. Like, no, if anything, we're bringing them in more in the family and in the house. We don't want to boot it out. They've been booted out too much. And part of the slides you'll see I'm sharing towards the end of the class, we're going to be bringing in Chief Pontiac, my big brother, and her son. Because, again, we're always, it's a family. We can't, it's my eye.
What they say, it's a family affair.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
It's a family affair.
Yes.
It's a family affair, y'all.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
can y'all hear everything on TikTok all right? Let me hear you. Put your thumbs up if you can hear at least the conversations that we're having. Okay, so I just need you to on TikTok to let me know that you can hear Rising Phoenix on my TikTok as we speak. Please put your thumbs up. I got one thumbs up. They can hear us. So that's good. Even if you can't see us, at least you can hear us, and that's great. So we're gonna sit back and continue to speak, Rising Phoenix. Girl, where you went to?
Nothing. I had to go move some placements. I have spiritual placement time moving. I'm all Louisiana hoodoo girl, so we they call it superstitious, but it's part of Big Mama. We lock things down. We lock our energy down.
Yeah, that's what
what they call
y'all say y'all from Louisiana. I'm from Louisiana.
Well, my family. You are.
And what part of Louisiana are you from?
It's my family's from what they call Collinson, Bastrop, Merrill Rouge. It's North Louisiana. That's my folks up in that way. Near Monroe, but it's Collinson, Bastrop, Merrill Rouge.
And you a Williams?
Well, that's the old Mary name, but my family's name is Tappan up that way.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, I'm a Williams and a Washington. I'm a direct link to Mother Empress Patrice. Like, do my granddad Washington. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm like, we're cha-cha. Like this is bigger than, this ain't just happening by no accident. This is something. It's something to it.
Yeah, we actually had that discussion earlier. It's right about Choctaw Creek, Blackfoot, and what they call the Cherokee. So I know my bloodline is directly connected to those four, but the Choctaw Creek, Cherokee, Blackfoot is where.
Well, I'm the mother of all, so I got all of my blood, and we all one, and that's what matters.
I think Elder froze on us. Is he froze?
Yeah, he froze.
Elder, you may have to go out and come back in because you're showing like you're froze on the screen for it. So if you're talking, we can't see you. But me and Mother keep talking while he kind of go back in.
Yeah, so I consider myself as one under one nation and one people, and even though the skin folks that look like us have portrayed us, that's where we're having the biggest problem at. But we get ready to change the trajectory and for them, and we don't even really have to talk about that because they won't be able to come on the fifth dimension because their vibratory frequency is not going to be high enough to come. So as long as we understand that we need to change our frequency, don't worry about 3D, leave them behind and get in the 5D because they can't come up. And the only way that they can do anything to you is you go down there messing around with them.
Well, they're gonna be eclipsed off with all these eclipses anyway, Mother.
Yeah, I know.
They're not gonna be able to handle the frequency. And so with these, especially with these next, 3 in particular in such a close proximity, but over the, course of the next couple of years, they're not gonna stay because what's happening is a lot of the high vibrational souls are coming in, right? Especially, but see, eclipses are portals, eclipses are openings, eclipses are doorways, eclipses are gateways, right? So especially as you're going to be going into the Aries eclipse, let's back it up. The Libra eclipse, right? The March 25th one. That's the contract breaker. So a lot of them probably going to exit out then, and then Aries, which is the sign of the Empress or Emperor, right? So that's not by accident. A lot of them are going to get ready to come in the chute during that opening. And a lot of people think eclipses is just that one day, but it's a 6-month energy. So when that sign of Jupiter in May moves to Gemini, a lot of those new souls and babies are going to come in. So a lot of old energies that cannot stay on this high vibrational frequency will exit out, and the new souls will enter in. So that's why I don't really give them energy, because energy is currency.
And I'm excited for our new babies to be coming in with our new doulas and our new midwives, as people know that more that by that. And I'm excited about you even talking about and speaking about, not talking about, but speaking it into existence. So all of you all who are out there that are interested, men and women.
Yes,
Okay?
we need men and
We
women.
need the men and women, particularly you men that these your babies are coming in. We want you in the delivery room, delivery birthing place, in order for the babies to be coming in into your hands.
That's right. You got to catch.
Okay.
You got to catch the babies. And
Yeah.
you can pull up for me. It's gonna be the site that's gonna say the pregnancy related deaths. But the reason I bring it up is because I want to explain the importance. Right. I don't bring it up from a fear perspective. I bring it up from a perspective of why, of what we label as the birthing crisis, and why we're bringing them back home. While the hospital, or what they call the hospital, is really the mortuary, right? It was never good for us. Because it was always a disparity amongst us as melanated people. And, you know, I'm really fortunate that the awakening has happened, because there's been so many people who have been nurses. A little background on me, not only that hold on, someone's trying to be at the door. Hold on, y'all, one moment. Hold on one moment.
Okay. So she's taking a minute to answer her door. So we're going to just hang out. I want to talk to young elder. How was your day today, young elder? You froze on me again?
Ma'am, go ahead.
I said, how was your day today?
Something's happening with this computer.
I can hear you.
Okay, I'm back, y'all.
Okay, she's back.
But what I was saying is, I wanted to bring up the disparity of what happened with us in what they call the birthing place or the birthing center, right? And so a little background on me is, obviously, not only I majored in their educational systems in what they call social work or psychology, but my mother was a nurse, and not just a nurse, but a nurse in for OBGYN, basically most of my life. So I grew up around in that. And my godmother, right, the one who is the reason I'm here, right, because they try to convince my mother for me not to get here, right, worked in what they call women's health for 40 years. So it's very personal because I grew up in the whole birthing energy, was in the whole labor rooms and saw the processes, and it never really resonated with my spirit. My mother actually wanted me to be a nurse, and I was like, I'm not doing it. I just could not resonate with that energy. So when you look at the statistics, right, the disparity for us as gods and goddesses or indigenous, right, is, and if you can pull that one up for me, because it's really important. I want to, I'm very much about the visuals. It's going to be the one that's going to say pregnancy related deaths, right? I think it's very, very important because I'm very much about visuals.
Hey, which one is it?
It's going to be the one that's going to say pregnancy related deaths. It's probably a purple white slide.
So you're going to be talking about the pregnancy related deaths.
Well, that's for this second, but I mean, I got like 20 something slides, but it's kind of, to go in the conversation, because I'm talking about the birthing crisis. I'm going to talk about what we're doing as doulas. I have like a whole presentation kind of plan.
Okay, so all of you all who want to see the visual, just go over there and connect so you can see the visuals until I can learn how to do this. It won't be this time that I'll be able to share my screen, but I just want everybody to know, if you want to look at the visuals, please go on Young Elder's channel and chime in over there. But please stay with me on TikTok and hit whatever button you're supposed to hit.
Yeah, they can mute it. Yeah, they can just mute one of the things so they can just see it. Like they can mute the TikTok, the YouTube, and stay over there with you on TikTok.
Okay, so she said that you can mute your YouTube and stay with me on TikTok. Mm-hmm. So hang out with me. Tell all your family, your friends, and all your followers to please chime in on my TikTok and then go over on YouTube and put yourself on mute and being able to see the visuals that she's sharing, okay?
Yeah, and if anybody knows about me, I'm very, as the teacher in me. I mean, I run an academy by nature. I'm just kind of a teacher, so I feel like some people are audio learners, some people are visual, and so I feel like you always kind of have to hit audio visual, right?
Okay.
So here, look, I like that. I liked what you wrote there. But anyway, it's the one that's going to be purple and white. It's going to say pregnancy-related deaths. It should look like three. Yes, purple and white. It should say like pregnancy-related deaths is what it should say on there. It was one of probably the very first slides I sent to you. Because the reason I want to really bring it up is because they tried to bring up melanated people, and literally they put on there American Indian. Like they literally put in, and I want to put that because you got to add those two numbers. Now that's it ain't gonna be in that one. Yeah, because that's like stuff I sent. So this one, that it's not gonna be in any of those. Open up like the whole thing for me. And if I need to send it to you again, I will. But it should have been in those first ones.
Yeah, it has to be. Let's see.
I don't see it.
Don't forget to go over to Young Elders
Yeah,
channel.
I don't see it.
So
I don't
you can look at the visuals.
Yeah, I don't see any of the pregnancy slides or the maps or any of them. I may need to resend a couple of them to you because I don't see a couple of the.
Oh, maybe hold up. This is the photo.
Hi everyone.
But I'll just talk about it. I'll just go with it. Don't worry about it. I really wanted them to kind of see it because to me it was just a really important visual because I think people kind of quote statistics.
It's gotta be in here.
It is.
Do you see it?
You want me to text it to you?
Yeah, these are all the ones.
It should have been in that group. I can text it to you real quick.
Yeah, you can try. Well, it's gonna be hard to slide it when the show. It's gonna be hard to slide it when the show.
Okay. Okay. So I'll just discuss. Right. So on the slide, it had basically black, white, and native. Right. It's not that one. It's not that one. No, it's not that. And all those that you're looking through, those is just some other stuff for a whole nother live. Like any of the ones past women's health.
Oh, okay. Hold up.
Yeah.
If you send it to me, maybe I can show it on my screen.
That's for a business class.
Huh? Once it start getting into like the astrology, like the real heavy astrology stuff outside of Year of a Dragon, that's like a whole nother live we'll do. Like so all
everybody.
But I'll just discuss it. So at any rate, on the slide,
send it to me real quick. I can try to slide it.
We're live at Young Elders channel, so please go over there and look.
All those pictures though, even the ones you sent me on the
step on mute over there. Stay with me.
Flyer right here. Pictures though.
Here, I'm gonna text these two because it's like two of them I don't think I see in there.
Oh yeah.
Or two or three of them, I don't know. I just text them to you. But anyway, I'll just discuss it anyway. I mean, and the reason why is because most times people quote kind of the statistic about how 40 or 40% of melanated people are Black women or goddesses have hospital-related deaths out of the 100,000, but it's actually very higher than that. They broke it down, so they put like 13% white women, and that's why I kind of want to see the slide. They put like 13% white women, then they put 30%, right? 30% native, which we know that's us, right? So that's us too, native. And then it's 41% Black. So if you add the 30% and the 41%, then essentially 70% of the deaths is us, over 70%.
Wow.
Right? So to me, that was significant because I knew I heard about the 40 or over half, 40, 50, but it's really higher than that, right? So it's really it's over 70%. It's like 71%. And then on top of that, it was talking about like that they have put in the mortality rates that we were in the hospital like 5 times. Because first they put like 3.2, then they put 2.3 for like Black, and then what they call again American Indian. I thought it was so interesting because see, these two slides specifically had Black broken down and American Indian were the only two ones that they had on these slides because we know that that's us. And so when you add those two statistics together, our proponent is so much higher.
Yeah.
And so I think that's very, very important why we have to go home, because trust me, these numbers are not high.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
These numbers are not high just to be high. Like
Yeah.
these are assassination attempts at this point.
That's
Like
what yeah. And
like,
I
have to keep it
agree
real
with
and
you.
honest.
Do you I agree 100% with you, Phoenix, because they're still in our baby parts.
Yes.
And for the adrenaline, what is that?
Adrenochrome, they're taking the stuff to make their melatonin, they're taking the things out of the placenta for their health care. They're doing so many things. They're talking women who don't need C-sections into cesareans. They're inducing labors before time, trying to make people come in on a birthday or solar return that isn't trying to change charts because they know about certain, souls that are returning. And even with the C-section rate, the course of C-sections, like as I had like another slide on that with C-sections, our propensity for C-sections was like 8 or 9 times higher just on the Black or African American. Then when you added in like the Native, I can't even add the Richter. It was just ridiculous, right? So if you add what they call Black, and then if you add Native, and then if you add even Hispanic, because sometimes Puerto Rican, which is us too, there, it's just the numbers are astronomical. So the reason I wanted to point them 3 slides was not a fear perspective, but a perspective of these people. Like people, like I know that I have to sometimes, because my people are still sick, go get their education or whatever, or their certifications, which, because they want you to have a certified program. But I want to let people know these people don't care about you, right? They are not here for your best interest or your child's. And why, when we have had for centuries, and I don't mean even 1, 2, 3,000 years, I mean 40, like a long time, big mamas and people have been delivering the babies. And over just the last few hundred years, like literally less than 200 under their Hippocratic oath, were we forced into the hospitals to be mutilated and actually experimented on.
That's correct. And they're taking some of our body parts and trying to put them in the men who are trying to become us, and we're unsuspecting what they're doing with our body parts, particularly with the afterbirth. And the afterbirth, what's happening is that they're selling the afterbirth for like $50,000. That's what we call our intellectual property.
Yes.
That property belongs to you, that they sold from you, that they owe you. If they were selling it, it does that, it's their own, and it's not, it's yours. But you don't know that because, first of all, they drug you, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And so while you're under the drug, they get you to sign some paperwork. And you don't know what you sign. They say sign here, here, and here, and here. And while you out, they doing whatever they doing to your baby, because you don't know that that's what they're doing things to your baby that you don't even know they're doing.
And
So
then they charge you.
how can this be a fair? Right. That's exactly right. You're supposed to take your afterbirth out of that right when it. Well, first of all, they're not supposed to pull it out. It's supposed to naturally come out on its own.
Yes.
But because they do all these unnatural things to us during childbirth, we're supposed to take those afterbirth home and freeze them, or either bury them, have a ceremony. But see, they take the afterbirth and use it as the corporation, that's their, now the baby belongs to them, because they wrap the afterbirth up in the blanket. Some stupid stuff that they do to justify, oh well, this is our baby, and they're now taking the estate of the baby and putting it under the Vatican because it was wrapped up in the blanket. The afterbirth was wrapped up in the blanket, and that's what they're claiming, that is what your baby is theirs through the afterbirth.
And created a birth certificate for it.
And
people don't know it's a birth certificate that they weigh.
Exactly.
They weigh your afterbirth.
That's exactly right.
And then that's what they've been
it's
trading.
there
And see,
you
that's
go.
when you ask about your straw man, and people don't like to know about it or hear about it. That's technically your straw man, because what it is every person has two birth certificates. And even the play fake birth certificate they give you is not even the real one, it's a short one. And they have another long one that has all the information. And then it's a second one that's technically your placenta, your afterbirth, like she said, because that's what they've been trading in all of this time, because that's what they sold, because that's why it's called maritime law, because that's why they need the water, and that's why a lot of times they want to break your water, because you're under maritime law and they want to take possession
Of the
how they
birth.
do it, of your afterbirth. And part of the reason also they want to do all these C-sections is not only because they get more money, right? We know they get more money, right? But normally, first of all, your loved one and your family member sometimes can't even be in there because it's considered surgery and it's not sterile for anyone other than the surgical people to be in there. And then they have a mirror, and I keep explaining to you all that mirrors are portals. So while they got that mirror in your yoniverse, they are doing all types of spells and rituals and trying to really do soul swaps in your yoni and swap out through your baby. And they're really getting ready
You
to try
better
to do
say
it
that
now
thing,
because they
girl.
know time is up. And so they're doing these energies while they got you wide open, leg open, yoniverse with the mirror in the portal, putting energies trying to soul swap not only in you are implant, but even if they can swap souls with the baby. And if you ever seen those movies, they've told you in the movies Trading Places and Big and 13 going on 30, they put it out there because they have to put it in the public domain. You think you sometimes have you like this child like they don't even belong to me. Well,
Girl, you
because
better.
the
How many
white
of you
person is in
all
the
felt
baby
that?
and
Raise your
your
hands
baby
up
be
in
in
the
the
chat
child,
room.
whoever, because they know they time up and they
Say
can't.
you felt like them babies weren't yours, that you had. Because I know I felt like mine didn't belong to me, particularly my baby daughter. And I had to leave both of my children in the hospital because they were low birth rate and they came early. One came at 7, one came at 8, and they started trying to be born at 3 months into my pregnancy, right? And I had to leave both of my children in the hospital for at least 3 weeks till they gained their weight, and then I was able. But my daughter, I tell you, at times I used to feel like what, and also we're talking about walk-ins, by the way.
Come on now, that's what they are. They walk-ins.
Let's go there with it.
Yes, ma'am. See, you.
Yeah,
They'll walk-ins. See, you
we're
see what
talking about walk-ins.
Yes,
So we're
ma'am.
talking
And
about
they
people
coming in.
walking into our children,
Yes,
and
they
we're
are.
talking about people walking into to us, to
Some
our
people that walk in your
parents.
husband, you ever left and you be like, this husband ain't even the one that I married, or this wife ain't even one, because sometimes a walk-in spirit while they was in that mirror or
Yes,
to the
yes,
came in, and that ain't who you married. Because that
exactly.
walk-in came in and took possession
And
of that.
I swear that's what happened to my late husband.
Yes.
I tried to tell him, he had cancer, and he passed. But before he passed, I was healing him through the food. I took
Yes.
him to Mexico. I did all the things. So healed one side of the liver, right? And then the other side, that's where they poked in there. But they supposed to kept my husband for like about an hour and a half. They kept my late husband, for 9 hours, right?
The number 9.
While we was flying back, I looked at him. I said,
You knew it. You can see it in the eyes. You can see it in the eyes.
He looked up at me at the dinner table, girl. I swear. I said, that is not my husband.
It's a show called Travelers on Netflix. If you ain't never watched the show Travelers on Netflix, they let you know. And see, it's another group that's coming in. Some are going to be friendly. Some can try to be unfriendly. Say you have a date of expiration that you signed and say, okay, I'm going to exit here. But instead of that person exiting, they are still here on this earth because a walk-in has come and took possession
That's
of their
correct.
avatar, of their meat.
You better say that thing, girl.
Everybody that you think that's your family or friend, that's why you have some people that you're out of alignment. That's why it's very dangerous to stay anywhere. See, I don't stay nowhere past my season.
Now, let me
tell me you got to go, or somebody's like a relationship. I don't care if it's friendship or work, whatever it is, because you don't know that person I have seen it. I've seen it with their spouse. I've seen it with people.
I've experienced it.
Hell, I can see they look different. They may
Yeah.
look the same, but they look different. And you can see when the magic
Y'all
happens.
better take heed.
You better pay attention because I'm telling you some magicry and some trickery and some going on.
Yeah. And the fact that when they pass, they don't. We thinking, okay, when they pronounce them gone, right? Mm-hmm. They're not gone for at least.
It takes 3 days for your soul to leave out of this atmosphere.
Right, and so our parents and I'm gonna tell you. Sometimes they be telling you that your child is dead. Your child is not dead. They've told you that your child. I've experienced a family member saying that they never saw the baby. The doctor just came in and told them that the baby was gone. And the baby, this happened to a family member of mine that's very, 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 very close to me. I said, did you ever see this baby pronounced dead?
They say, oh, we just cremated the baby because the baby just go get cremated.
And they say, this came in, and I said, did you actually see the baby dead? And they said no. And they believed the doctor that the doctor told them that the baby is dead. And the baby, I said, no, this baby ain't dead. You can't find certain things about this child.
And sometimes they'll swap bodies. They'll put a fake body in place of their real body. Yeah. Why they do the magic so they can come back in. I'm telling you, because see, people don't know it takes. That's why not only is this a birth doula class, but a transitional doula as well, because it takes 3 days, not just for children but the adults, but your avatar, your energy, your spirit,
gotta release from the body.
For release from the body, and that's why it's not good for all these funerals and these concrete cemeteries and all that kind of stuff, because you are trying to imprison and lock these souls in, and that's all a ritual. This funeral is a ritual. These cemeteries, a ritual. The embalmers, the cemeteries, the funeral directors, all of these people are
they're all in it together.
And they all in it together with the embalming and taking the organs, and they selling the organs and feeding them to the cannibals. To the people who like to eat the human organs because they feel like it. They doing magic on top of the cannibalism.
That's correct. I'm telling. And they're selling. They go into the temple. The pineal gland. They get that oil and get that substance around that pineal, with that soft spot on the babies. And then when we pass along, they go in there and they open the first thing they do. And I'm telling you, if our ancestors, girl, you turn crooked.
I don't know what happened. They always do that.
That's all right. Talk sideways. While she coming back in, what we're talking about is they taking that substance from your pineal gland and using it, taking it out and putting it in ink and putting it in toner. And they're creating their reality through us, through that ink. So they're robbing the temples of our ancestors. And we need to be able to go back to our own way of making sure that our people transition correctly. Right. So the morticians and all the doctors and all of them, they get you coming in and they get you leaving here. And could you imagine what kind of agony and pain that our ancestors are in when we thinking that they down there messing with them while they still alive?
Well, I'll tell you this too, Mother Empress. They plan these C-section dates on astrology and ritual. That's why every family has a historian, so we'll know who was coming in, coming out. Every family had the astrologer. Like I know my family's kind of astronomer, astrologer, but every family has like the root person, the root woman, to protect the family. It's not we weren't doing this little silly stuff like we throwing roots. If you do anything, you're trying to protect the hive, right? Yeah. We protect the hive from the wasp at all costs, right? But it wasn't all these silly, I don't like you, just all dumb magic stuff. Yeah. It was, I'm trying to protect the hive and the family, and most importantly, the baby and the elderly and the children, because they were the most vulnerable, the weakest, right? The elderly and the children. But they are trying to plan these C-section dates upon these various moons and rituals and astrological placements. So when they do, especially if they're scheduling, these scheduled C-sections aren't just on those specific dates for no reason. They are scheduling these things astrologically because they are trying to work their magic. So we have to be wise. Young Ed, if you could put up the one that had to like look like a United States map, and it has all the different percentages, because I want people to see and look at their state, right? Not that they probably need much more convincing, but I'm very much about speaking, but as well as teaching. Because one thing you will never say about me is that I don't have facts and receipts. Because see, I'm in the words of Dr. Umar. Do you want white people paper? I'm gonna give it to you. This is from their statistics and everything. This is not nothing I made up. It's not a real or I think you up in our new stuff. You giving away secrets. We ain't on it. That's another live. You supposed to go back to the doodle. We're gonna do that on another live when we get ready for the Virgo moon. You all on the Virgo moon live.
Like 3 pictures.
It looked like a United States.
The 3 pictures that you sent me on the text. That's the 3 pictures that they went transfer over. That's the one. That's
no, not that. You got
they went and showed them. They shadow banned those 3 pictures. That's the only
map.
They shadow banned. But I got
pull that one right
I got this one, but the other one's about the other.
Well, don't worry about that. You kind of talk through that, so don't.
The ones that
Don't
we
touch the screen because it's gonna.
Yeah, don't worry about that. We got me and Empress kind of talk through them, so I'm not going to worry about that.
There we go. No, you don't touch the screen, baby. Can you not?
Okay,
can you move? There we go.
All right, so
there we go. We're good.
So what y'all see here is their map of maternity mortality rate per 100 deaths. And so if you open up where it's the red, orange is the highest. You notice the orange and red is in what? The more southern states, and they're kind of Mississippi and Choctaw, where we are, right? Arkansas, Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, Kentucky. But if you especially
go on Young Elders if you want to view the charts that she's talking about. Go to Young Elders YouTube channel, put yourself on mute, stay with me on TikTok so that you can view what she's saying while we're here at TikTok Live. Go ahead, sweetheart.
Okay, yes, ma'am. So I just thought it was very interesting to see the high percentage rates in particular. I mean, they don't have Florida orange, but I mean they're still pretty high. But Arkansas, almost 50%. Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, and all these in the 40s. Kentucky, and then look at even Alabama, Georgia's even high. They're in the 30s. South Carolina. If you look at that southern area right there in that pocket, it's very, very high, and these are the mortality rates. So I think that was very interesting of that energy right there. Now this is another slide I wanted you to see if you can pull up for me. It's one that's gonna probably say why birth at home, because I want to start talking about the home birth. Now that we kind of didn't went there. Okay, right there. Right. So birthing at home normally is you're gonna have more normal vaginal, right? Not having the C-section, because obviously we ain't trying to cut nobody open, right? Not having you're having vaginal reduction of all the instruments. You're not supposed to have all that stuff stuck in you. Also, another thing I definitely want to mention is it is as normal to have a baby that they call breech, right? To come out vaginally as much as you can have a what they call vaginal or VBAC, right? So that's something that midwives did and delivered all the time. I mean, I'm going to share a video probably in my story tomorrow of a baby coming out. And matter of fact, my co-teacher, my doula co-teacher showed it on her page. Cynthia, hers is like doula. So I'm going to have to share her page. But this is the things that doula's been doing. And so, anyway, we've been able to do that. Go to the next slide for me if you can. That's going to talk about probably the welcome support. It's probably going to have the welcome support for me. It's probably going to be the next slide over.
And I think that they probably putting things on the instruments and inserting it into the woman's vagina. That's why I've been telling everybody when I first came on that I said you got to guard the coochie. That's what the coochie need to be guarded.
Guard it with your life and cleanse it with.
Shut it down.
Yoni steam. I got a whole Yoni steam slide on. Look, this is the sacred portal.
You gonna talk about Yoni steam, young lady?
You supposed to honor it. You supposed to honor it. You supposed to honor her, love her,
yeah, love the coochie.
Have a ritual with her.
The coochie is important.
Treat her right. Y'all been mistreating her. Don't do her like that.
Oh yeah, hey, no, the 200 fallen angels.
And so,
Hey, the
young
200
ladies,
fallen angels, the devil, he fell from heaven for coochie. He fell from
yeah,
heaven.
the coochie. They after the
Mhm.
coochie.
Yeah,
So
so when y'all be
now
up there
you
trying to
the
bash
Genesis
up, I
portal,
don't know
y'all,
who
the
be trying to go up in
coochie.
there while y'all doing it.
Gone, girl.
Listen, if any folks trying to get up in y'all sacred portal,
Well,
listen.
coochie got it made the
learn.
devil powerful too. You tell him.
That thing worth more than gold. What y'all talking about?
Oh, girl, what you talking about? You can't even put a price on the coochie.
Listen, my grandma, I ain't gonna tell what my grandma said.
Take care of the coochie.
Listen,
Okay.
don't you let
It's your portal.
everything up in there like that. Don't y'all do that. Don't y'all do
Don't be letting anything up in the coochie.
that. Don't keep having that reduction of cell, reduce cell, because it kept having new over. You gotta keep it. You gotta keep it together.
Oh, that's heaven. Oh, Lord, that's the only time a man call us God.
Listen, the first God they knew and prayed to was the
What is
coochie.
that?
The coochie.
Yeah. Oh,
They
God.
bow down. That's the
Oh,
truth.
God.
That's
Y'all
right.
ain't know what I'm talking about. It's heaven. Good God, you came from heaven, and while you up in there, you saying, "Oh, that's all the time y'all call us God." Y'all need to call us God when we stand on our 2 feet. When
Yeah,
you
come
ain't
on
up
now.
in the coochie, okay?
But look, I'm gonna look out to
Just
see. I
saying.
have 2 sons. I will say this about the coochie because I want to make sure that when they do go in there, they get something right. Take care and honor it. And while you supposed to honor, you need to eat right. Okay,
right.
you need to make sure your spirit right because the energy right. That's why it was called sacred energy exchange. Y'all call it sex, but sacred energy exchange. So that's why you can have a man. Cause see, we are good. God can say, I raised me some good boys. I raised my boys to honor and respect the goddesses. Okay, you can have a good boy, and then he can run into a bad one, and it can throw his energy off because she's poison. Cause see that what y'all call karma ejaculation, that's an energy transfer, and that can put people under a spell. So we don't want our sons drinking from no unhealthy well. I know I don't want my sons drinking from.
Y'all hear that with your sons? You don't want your sons
Mm-mm.
with the unhealthy coochies. Look, I'm just gonna just put it. I'm
Tell
just
them,
gonna
mama.
put the,
Tell them.
I'm gonna simplify what you just said.
Say it, mama. Say it. Listen. I want it clean. I want it clean. I want your spirit clean.
Clean. No. Clean it up.
Clean it up. Y'all Steve. If you're coming through a breakup, take you some time in between. You should have a weekly ritual of y'all Steve. You should have you some probiotics. Like when I say probiotics, you don't have to take a pill. Get you some green leafy vegetables. Get off them Coca-Colas and that liquor and that weed. Drink you some H3O. Get you some water in your life. Take
Real
time
water.
to meditate. Get your
Yeah.
spirit together. And if your spirit ain't together, don't be just laying down and what my grandma called humping and hunching. You gotta make love and have your energy right because you can build a man up or pull him down with
Now
the
let's talk. Now let's go on the other side of that fence for a minute.
with that phallus, with the
With
phallus.
that phallus.
Because
Now
see, that's a
y'all men,
wand. That's a
y'all
magic
the same
wand.
way. That seed y'all putting up in them women, make sure your seed is straight.
That's right.
We carrying that spirit up in with that semen up in the woman. So
Yes, ma'am.
she ain't the only one that need to be straight. You need to get yourself straight too.
Ooh, get him, mama.
We ain't the only ones that need to keep the coochie clean. You need to keep your butt clean, and you need to get your seed right too. Because if you putting that seed in her and she coming, she burn, even if she ain't burn the child, the coochie gonna smell because you ain't doing right.
Oh, you better tell it. You better speak it because see, you didn't.
You feel me? Everybody go get their coochies and their phallus cleaned up after the night. You gonna hear my voice every time you get ready to look down there, and whether it's the coochie or the penis, you gonna be like, God, Empress is all in my head now. Penis all up in my head because we trying to tell y'all that's what's wrong with our society right now. We got too many spirits running up in ourselves, and we're passing that on to our children. We got to stop it.
Yes, ma'am.
Stop
Because
it.
see what you said is the truth. Because you see, that's why a woman know when you what we call cheating. Because see, you throw her. They call it bacteria infection, but what it is you didn't let see. Let me give y'all a secret that you probably don't. The woman don't want you to know, and maybe the men
And
don't
bring
know.
bring your speaker a little bit closer so we can make sure that we're gonna hear what you got to say.
I'm gonna say it slow because I know I'm a fast talker because that's the southern in me. But I'm a slow
Now
thing.
lean up in that mic. Yes, Lord.
Give y'all a little secret. The reason was two reasons women can know when y'all showing out and acting fool. Well, three. One, if she's intuitive enough, we can tell when your behavior didn't change, right? We can tell when your energy different. Even if you think you're keeping the same routine, you're not keeping it to us because even if you slightly change or act different, we can feel it. That's number one. Number two, the you throw what they call it bacterial or back whatever infection. What it is, it don't matter how many showers you think you took, how much you think you washed that other woman. And I know folks like to have whatever you call polygamy. I ain't in y'all business. It ain't for me. I didn't sign up for that. That ain't my assignment.
Ain't my
But
thing
the
either.
thing is that energy swaps over, and so it's called, I think, was it Canada, whatever it is. The women, we naturally carry a certain amount of bacterial, even if you're cleaning and you're going to steaming in your vaginal cavities. So when you're sleeping with one and you go sleep with another, you're swapping and mixing the bacteria of the women. And so what happens is her cavities don't mix with hers, and it throws the woman off. And that's why the woman can feel it because her smell is going to get thrown off. It don't matter how many showers you took, how many showers she took, and it don't even necessarily mean that the person is naturally even unclean. It's just that the energy is going to get thrown off. And then number three, when your spirit ain't right, that person, let's say that person has childhood trauma or hadn't done shadow work or whatever it is spiritually, because by nature we are receivers. We are receivers. And by nature, y'all are givers. She is, whether she is impregnated or not with a baby, she is impregnated with your seed. And it's more than
Yep.
just semen, it's the spirits, it's the energies. And unless you've done a lot of cleaning work, that's why I always advise, I don't care if it's men or women, to do a lot of clearing and spiritual work between relationships, because when they say you're taking and bringing all that energy and all those spirits and all that past into this current spouse, that is
That's
very
right.
true. And the woman, the man can kind of get over it a little bit quicker. It's not that
Yeah.
are hardcore. They're not. It's just by nature, they're provider, protectors, and givers. That's
That's
the
right.
value. They're provider. If they, that's why we say if you ain't providing, protecting, and giving, what is you here for? Because that's what we about, y'all. To just Tiamat on planet. By
Yeah.
nature, we are nurturers and lovings and divine mothers, and we are receivers. That's why we carry the babies. That's why we've been out of balance. That's why women have had all these fibroid cysts and this cancer and all, because you're trying to be a man and pull in your testicle. You're supposed to be a doggone
Girl, you
woman.
better say that
You
thing. Look,
supposed to
y'all
be a woman.
heard me say
You can't say I'm
we
mommy
ain't
and I'm
innocent.
daddy. You're
That's
not mommy
right.
and daddy. You just
That's
mama.
right. We
Daddy is daddy, baby. You
we
mama.
are
You
not
got that's why you
innocent.
got all this cancer and
Stop
stuff because
all
you
that
got
man stuff.
all this testosterone in here and it's throwing the women's organs off. And
Yep.
then some of the men want to be treated like the woman and
Yep.
getting minimized and he getting the prostate cancer and
That's right.
stuff.
Now,
No, you ain't the woman, baby. You ain't for I
that's
know your mama
correct.
made mama to the death, but baby, you a man.
You
You
better
come
know it.
out,
And
you a man. Get a little bass in your voice. You know, you a
yes,
man, baby. So we getting all the roles. Part of Big Mama House is returning back to natural order. You call
you
it
hear
old
that?
school, but I want to go back to the old school because that's when men would spin and women is men and women, and it's defined, clear roles. That's it. That's all. But that's why she can tell because she didn't receive them spirits because she's a carrier. And so she don't know why she mad. She don't know why she off, but she's carrying not only her stuff, but your stuff and whoever else you didn't have. So you can't never sneak back. That's really the why.
So
That's
what she's saying is, whoever he done slept with,
that's it.
he bringing all them women to you,
Yeah, you carry and
and
any spirit
wherever, and
that
all the men that you done slept with,
you bringing them to him.
you bringing them to him, and you got all that going on up in you, the carrier of it, right? And
And
the
then imagine you make
spirit,
a
all
baby.
those spirits is up in you. That's why when you go to the 12 step, go through the 12-step program, in your fourth step, I have you to do a sex conduct list. And even if y'all got a long one, I mean a long, you can't even remember some of the names. You just say I was in the back seat in a green car. You recall that. That's enough, because sometimes you don't remember the names of all you done been with. But the idea is to look at your behavior and why you are in the condition, the spiritual condition that we're all in, because of the fact that we are just slanging our portals and slanging our penises around like it ain't nothing. But I'm gonna tell you, if you don't stop it, you won't be able to raise your vibratory frequency, because your sex conduct is not spiritual.
Right, because it's supposed to be actually supposed to be very ritual.
It's supposed to be very spiritual.
Like me, like you do yours, I do like my life coaching, or what I call my past life regression therapy, where I let people kind of go on a life hypnosis. I help them walk down all like their various past lives so they can see why do you have. Because sometimes people don't know why they so lost. Like sometimes it can be family trauma. That's why your natal charts is so important. You need to see your past life. Sometimes after you got that, then you may need to walk through it. Like some people have blockages, like you said, they got blocked pineal glands, right? You may need some help if everybody's not as intuitive. So sometimes you need somebody to guide you through it. I don't care what it is, what method, but like Mother Empress said, go figure something out with somebody and clear it up. I don't care if you do your cord cutting, baby. I don't care if you have to do it through your full moons. I don't care if you do your ritual baths every Friday for a year and do so, but you got to clear it out. And then definitely you're bringing children and babies in here. And then when you're mixing those energies and this brokenness, and then with the baby, an innocent old soul come back, they don't want to be caught up in that foolishness. Right. And then remember, water is a portal too. So the baby's sitting in the water and all this. And if you're on the phone hollering and cussing out your baby daddy and this, that baby is feeling and hearing it. Let that baby
they hearing
some
it.
peace. Let that baby have peace. That baby don't deserve all of that. And when the baby come out, don't be all around with the baby with that. We going back to the baby's supposed to be in nurturing and certain megahertz frequencies around the 532 and 888 and 936 megahertz frequencies, and playing certain chords, and us doing certain, I know y'all call it Reiki, but certain energies on the baby. Babies ain't colicky and bad and just
and hearing all
milk.
that rap music that's
The babies
cussing
got all
and all that
smoking
bang
weed
bang.
and
Y'all
drinking
wonder
liquor.
why our
Y'all
babies out here shooting up
baby.
folks.
Yeah, we can't do that with the babies. And if you did it, let's stop it. Let's let today is your last day of doing it. We're not judging, but we say maybe you didn't know better. But when you know better, you do better. You do better. So let's do better. I don't know if he's after thing, but I wanted to bring up the water births and benefits of Reiki. So if you can bring up the one it's gonna look like it's a birthing pool, a tub, that one. Preparing for home birth. Get a I know folks don't want to, but I'm telling you, we got to get back to the water birth. Y'all, we got to get back to the water birth. It's so good. We're not supposed to be on our back for labor. A lot of people have had very bad experiences. First of all, because you probably did it wrong. They gave you all this Pitocin and oxytocin and put you in labor and stuck epidurals in your back and then paralyzed you and ran ritual. First of all, that's your spine. That's your 33rd vertebrae. That's going up your chakra points. They've been doing rituals through the epidurals, y'all. We're not supposed to have it. You don't even have to go through medicines to go into labor. All you gotta do is get on the yoni pot a week to 2 weeks before you go into labor through the yoni stem. It's gonna naturally induce you. And then I'm gonna show y'all something a little bit of what we do after the baby. But the walking and certain exercises, we'll go through all those more in detail in class. But getting in the pools and how it's gonna help just loosen you and the baby and the pressure off of y'all, right? Go to the next slide for me. And then also, if you have a doula who's a Reiki practitioner, like I am, I'm a Reiki practitioner, because it's called the benefits. It helps not only let's say if you want to get pregnant, some people haven't been able to. Some of it is because they just have had blocked chakras, your sacral chakra, your solar plexus chakra. Yeah, maybe your heart chakra blocked. I've had women come to me who is paying $10,000. I'm not lying to you. To all these IVF people and was not getting pregnant. Baby, they came to me, I did some Jonas things and Reiki on them, and they was pregnant within a month or two. Because some of it was soul, it was physical, it was blocked energy. And so sometimes to get pregnant, we could use Reiki. These are all ancient things that we've been doing, that your mamas and your big mamas probably were doing. They may have little new words to it, but we come from a line of healers. We've been doing these things. It can help you where you don't have all that hard morning sickness, right? It can help you afterwards. It can help you during the birthing process. So these are the things that we are going to be getting back to so that we can help the baby. Go to the next slide for me, talk about, so like let's say with the prenatal, it helps you, like when mamas, they talk about their lower back hurting and they nausea, stressed, and this and other part of it is and even preeclampsia, the sciatic nerves. This is natural, that whether it's reflexology or the Reiki naturally helps that. From postpartum, it's going to help you heal quicker. That, along with the yoni steams and a certain bath I'm going to show you, it's going to help your body snap back quicker. You don't have to be waiting all that time and have your body off or feel like you're not going to be able to urinate properly because your uterus and your bladder hasn't contracted right. We had certain things. It's going to help you sleep better. We can help the baby sleep better by doing it. We can help the mother and daddy and baby bond. We about bonding. Like, it's certain energies you can do.
Put
So
the family back together.
yeah, we want everybody. With the newborn, if you can scroll up just a little bit with the newborn, it helps with the baby to make sure that not only we help the baby from being happy with birth, but what they have labeled colicky. I know I think I shared it in my story, but it was showing a baby that they may have labeled colicky, and everybody's like, "What was she doing?" She was doing like a Reiki energy, just like an energy transfer, mixed with kind of like a reflexology. But the babies don't be colicky. Some of it is just that they just want some energy centers. These are old souls, and so they don't really be colicky, and then it made y'all. First of all, you got to borrow all this milk instead of breastfeeding them. Let's
Yes.
get breastfeeding, please, and thank you. That's what we're gonna be teaching on. Definitely is promoting breastfeeding, please.
Yeah, because they're poisoning they put stuff in the Similacs and all the other milk.
Yes, mama.
And look, your baby ain't no cow. Stop feeding getting that baby cow milk.
Ooh,
You
Lord.
hear me? I know you. Put your hands up in the air if you hear what I'm saying. Stop feeding them babies cow milk. That baby is not a cow because they're using all kind of chemicals in the cow itself, and you might well to stick the cow titty in the baby's mouth. Don't give that baby that cow milk and learn how to have your baby pump your milk out of your breast and give the baby. That's what they've been after all along. We had to get our babies. Big Mama had to put her breast in them other folks babies' mouths too. You know why? Because around the melanated woman's breast is that melon, that black nipple. That's melon. Did you hear what I said? If you don't know now, I'm telling them.
Tell it, mama.
The melon around the melanated woman's breast, that's that nipple, that black part, that's melon. So that's valuable.
Yes.
Okay. Just like the coochie. It's got the black melon around the coochie.
Yes.
That's what make it valuable.
It's a reason that they all trying to come over and date you and pay you to be the girlfriend and fly you out of the country. Them old pale faces, they trying to, because they want that, they trying to bow down to the throne.
Let me tell you this. You melanated men, y'all know y'all dark round down there too. You're valuable.
That's why they want them too.
That's why they after us. I'm just saying that you need to know the reasons why. I'm not against whatever. Okay, so don't be going, "Oh, Empress is prejudice." I'm just telling the truth. It's time to tell our people what we need to tell them without feeling like we making somebody feel some kind of way. It ain't what you say, it's how you say a thing.
Yes,
okay?
ma'am.
And what I'm saying is not promoting anything but love and truth about ourselves and our people and what we need to know about ourselves. That's not to make anybody, any other race of people feel bad. I'm talking about us right now because we're in the worst shape ever.
Mm.
So just know your value down there and what people are after down there.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're gonna let somebody down there, make sure you know that your worth of them being down there. Whether you are melanated woman or a melanated man. So what they didn't want our children to be is on our breasts. Because the melon is that black nipple around the melanated woman's breast that makes that milk invaluable. I mean, so it doesn't have a value on is what I'm saying, because that is for your babies. And the first thing they did to me, and I know they did to everybody else, what they do? Dry milk up. Made us take a pill. She'll be back. She dropped off. So stop getting them babies cow milk. You hear me? Let me hear you say yay. Hold up your hands. Wave me in the air like you just don't care. Okay?
And Mama, another thing you said about the cow, right now the cows ain't even cows no more.
No, they're not cows.
Mm-hmm.
You hear me, Christina? Christina said she heard me, Mama. Daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Elder, can you put up the slide that say yoni steaming benefits for me? Cause Mama, that's the one. So we're gonna, and I'm gonna stay close by so we can have you scrolling up. So not only for pre-pregnancy, but also when you're after you have the baby or to prepare. Yoni steaming is ancient, right? It's a certain steam. It's a certain amount of herbs, right? Is placed in the water. The water releases the benefits of them, and then it obviously is going in your universe. So for all these years where people have had, even if you got little teenage daughters who've had menstrual cramps and stuff, I know growing up I had awful. They tried to tell me I had endometriosis and all this old crazy stuff, was trying to label me and diagnose, and was trying to cut on me early, baby. They was trying to shut me down early, and all you could do yoni steams for that. They say regulate, but part of it is just putting in there. It actually strengthens and tones the uterus. Why that's beneficial is after you have the baby. Obviously, our uteruses and stuff have to stretch so we can hold our baby, and so it helps it go back to a normal size faster. So that's why yoni steaming. I shared one in my story. If you look at my story today, I put postpartum yoni steaming. Why it's good? It aids in balancing the hormones. You don't have to do, and this is not even just with pregnancy, baby. This is in general. This is 40, 50, 60. I don't care. You don't have to take out no pills because they calling you premenopausal and postmenopausal and all that foolishness. That's a lie. That's maybe them people had to because they wasn't all the way human. But we're authentic. We don't have to do all of that.
Never had.
Yes. So you have to remember. I know in the beginning of the show, young Elder shared how his grandmother, I think he said, came from 20 something kids or something like that. My mother's biological father, he has 18. Like we came from big families, and she had like her first group of, I think, 9 or 10 or 11. I don't know, it was a bunch. She took a break. She thought she was a menopause because doctors say around this age you have it. And it was after post 40, she went through and had 9 or 10 more. So we're not stopped by age like them. Don't think because you're 40 or something that you're old or menopausal. That is not real.
So everything is really predicated. We're predicated, like the blood pressure and all that stuff. It's their chart based on them. It's not based on us. Nothing in the medical, and this for entertainment purposes only. Put it in my chat for me, y'all.
For entertainment purposes only.
Okay.
The BMI and all the rest of it.
That the charts are not predicated upon us. It's predicated upon them, right?
Well, this is their information that they share. This is fair use. This is their stuff. Because see,
it's their stuff, not ours.
Yeah, they've been having their women do it while they've had our women have hysterectomies. While they've tried to take all of our uteruses out, like you say, and give it to the other folks who want to try to become women, right? And they've been having their yoni steams and their yoga and their Reiki and their wonderful home births with the water and doulas and everything else, right? So this is fair use notice then, because I'm not gonna say entertainment because this is fact, not fiction. It's not fiction. I've been in too many classes where I'm the only melanated goddess, and it's all full of them. All the classes I've been in, because they've been telling their people, they've been telling their folks. They've been doing the moons and the rituals and on the Tuesdays and the Fridays and the full and the new, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and the stones and the bracelets and the incense and everything else. That's why they've been having the stores when really these should be our stores and everything.
And be careful, because they be trying to. I learned from my neighbor across the street. They got this facility, this warehouse where they making the stones and stuff.
Oh, I go pick mine up because where I stay at, I can go to where they actually are coming out the ground, and I get mine. Yeah.
So China is even making out stuff like it's real and stuff. So be careful about where you go.
Y'all be careful.
Stones at, because China ain't playing about plagiarizing and creating stuff that look like it's the real thing, but it's not. And you thinking you buying something that's gonna have some real energy to it. And the crystals inside the crystals, they got the little lines and stuff. That's the information, by the way. Seeds got information. That's why they stopped putting the seeds, growing food with the seeds in there, because the seeds is the information from our ancestors from the earth.
Right.
So, just be careful. But tell them how we can get some of this yoni steam stuff. We can order from you, can't we?
Well, I do make them. I don't have them listed, but yes, I do make them. I Reiki charge, or energy charge it, or whatever. Because it's great for releasing stagnant energy. It's great for like healing. It's just great for so much.
Okay, so how we can get some yoni stuff? Some yoni goodness.
Contact me. I'm gonna have to probably add it to my Etsy site. But I'll probably add it to the Etsy site.
Put the site up so we can go shopping.
Well, because I not only do yoni things, but I have like my ritual baths. I have my oils. I do like a lot. Normally, I do it kind of like for my people I read, because I'm just like a little hoodoo girl.
I know.
I'm so busy teaching and stuff, but like my yoni themes, like they are, so.
Okay, so we need to get your website so that we can go over there and get yonied up and spiritual bathed up and all that. And by the way, speaking of spiritual baths, it is important that y'all stop taking so many freaking showers. Okay, you need to get your butt in the bathtub and soak and think a minute.
Yes.
Okay, I take a bath every day, sometimes twice a day. Just let me just sit there. I know some of y'all don't have time to take a bath every day, but if you take a shower, you can take the time to take a bath. Okay, sit your butt in that bathtub. First of all, Clorox it out. See, I got my own bathtub, and talk to that water.
Yes.
You sitting in there, you putting your bath oils in there, and put your candles in there. Look, I done black my windows out in my bathroom. I don't care who come up in. Well, ain't nobody got no business in my bathroom anyway. But I blacked out my windows, so my bathroom always dark. I sit in my bathtub and I be sitting there talking to that water. I be telling the water, moving the water on my body and talking to it and doing whatever it is I need to do. And I sit there at least for 10 to 15 minutes, put you some Himalayan bath salts in there and read about what other spiritual things. Your intern will tell you what's good for you to put in there, and make your own stuff if you need to.
Yeah, you can.
But come on now, like I said, make sure you sanitize your bathtub, especially if you're using it with other folks, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Make sure you sanitize it real good, with stuff that's not poison to you. All right, because if you clean that bathtub out with stuff that's not good for you, then it's gonna go up in your portal.
Sure will.
Okay. So, but sit down in that bathtub and give yourself a break to go in and think a minute and hear yourself talk back to you.
Okay, at least if you don't take a bath every day, at least take 1 3 times a week. Because you standing up in the shower, it's not doing anything for you spiritually. Ashe?
Ashe. What's going on, Mom? And what I'm hearing in the spirit is showers normally are to remove negative energy, right? And so there, people have imbalanced that off. And plus, like you said, they don't have the wisdom of knowing the difference between the shower and the bath. And so if you haven't released some things, and then if you have a busy spirit, if you don't have a spirit of peace, because you have to be in peace to sit in that water, because see, water holds memory, right? And so you can't be in a negative energy in water. You have to be able to flow with water. You have to be able to ebb with water. You have to be able to sit, like she said. You have to talk to that water. You have to have a relationship. You have to be in a whole different energy. That's a very balanced soul. That's a soul of my eye. Like how she's talking, that's a beautiful, deep energy. And you talk about if you want something to move, people want to do all these big, grandiose rituals. You want to get something to move, you get in that water, in that bath, like what Big Mama talking about. You'll get something move that day. That day.
Ain't that wonderful? Why you think I'm always happy and bubbly
Woo.
most of the time? And when I leave out of this house, boy, I'm protected. I'm straight. I'm centered, and it makes you just feel like you can face the world, and you're not feeling weighted when you leave out of here. Because you feeling weighted leaving out of here, honey. When you go out that door, you ain't got no control about what's going in that environment out there. And you need some protection. You need to be centered so you can focus and protect your energies and your spirit.
Yes.
Okay?
That's ancient wisdom right there.
I'll tell you that right now. Oh, Mama got something for you now. Like I said, I'm be stirring in some pots here soon while I'm talking to my babies. As Mama T. I don't know if Mama T on here listening to me, but
Oh yeah, I can't wait on that. I can't wait on that.
You what now? I didn't hear you.
The first one you need to drop is cooking with your mama, like cooking Big Mama's homemade biscuits.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
them cooking tapes you do from scratch gonna go platinum. I'm telling you.
Okay, so y'all better be over there liking and subscribing to Mama Rare Burst, subscribing to me because I'm gonna be over there making some biscuits. My first lunch. I'm gonna be in the kitchen and I'm gonna make some biscuits. I'm gonna teach y'all young girls how to make some homemade biscuits. And that's gonna be my first order of business. We're gonna have some homemade biscuits and show you how to make those, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And y'all better be liking me on this. What
I like, share, subscribe. I
It.
put it in my story. I share it to Big Mama. I done share it. So y'all go over there and get on Big Mama because we need to get her at least to 1,000.
Yeah, I gotta get to 1,000, and that's gonna be your treat. So y'all better be telling everybody to go on over there because Big Mama gonna launch. The first time she get 1,000 people, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be in the kitchen mixing up some homemade biscuits from scratch and showing you how to bake them things. I'm gonna bake some whole cake bread, and then some people like it in biscuits, so I'm gonna do both, and I'm gonna teach you how to do it, okay? And then I don't know who I'm gonna feed it to. I'm gonna go send them and give them to the
Mama. I'm gonna be there. I want my biscuits. I want me some biscuits with some butter and some honey. Stop.
Okay, then we can all go live while everybody here. We have certain folks over here to the house, and we can have some homemade biscuit. I might cook some pinto beans too. I put them on the night before.
I want me some cabbage with let me cook some cabbage.
Oh, I cook
the cabbage. Now, one thing I can do me some cabbage. I can do some homemade mac and cheese. Now, look, I'm not a box girl. I am a South Country girl. I can do some real, and they ain't coming out of no box. Now, I can do some macaroni while Mama do the biscuits. We can do some cabbage. We can do some.
Girl, you better say that thing.
Look, it might not be too many cooks in the kitchen that she come, but after that, we can't have no more cooks in the kitchen. Come on, baby.
I'm mama's assistant. I'm coming to assist mama.
It was-
Mama run the kitchen.
Oh,
That's
we got-
mama house.
Yeah,
That's
that-
we
mama.
got, and we got to put our
we got doing those.
What you say,
I was
young
gonna say
elder?
doing those cooking shows is gonna help you build up. Doing those cooking things is gonna be something that you already know. It's gonna be easy to do, and it's gonna be you can talk to them like about the different stuff while you're doing it. So it's gonna build your content up real fast. Like that's gonna take you off right there. The cooking channels always go platinum.
And you know what else too, mama? It's gonna take us
cooking
back
some
to our
homemade peanut butter cake, man.
You're being in the kitchen with Mama Rare Bird.
Yes, ma'am.
And sometimes we will have I bring young elder down to the house and let him go live while I'm in the kitchen, and we have round table discussion while I'm in the kitchen cooking on biscuits and stuff. Oh,
and
we
mama, you know that's
we gonna
good.
get ready to have a good time for Mama home now, y'all.
I love it. That take me to my childhood when I was a little girl. I was standing on the chair in the kitchen with my mother. You know, she transitioned when I was young, but I told you, so I was like so happy you back, and anyway, I just loved it. And I used to be her assistant, so I could hand her the cup or the measuring cup, or say what I'm supposed to get while she cooked, and that's how I learned, was watching my mother. So this is gonna take all us back to our inner child.
That's right.
Even if we're adults, everybody got a little girl and a little boy in them that just want to be with their mama. And some of us, our mamas have gone on to the ancestor realm. So you being here is so healing to so many of us.
Yes, I'm already formed the nation already. I'm just waiting for everybody to show up, baby.
Yes.
Somebody asked me, will I form a nation? I'm like, we already, you just need to come on home. Okay.
Yes.
So we got to get us some
we got to get us some aprons. From scratch too, at tea cakes.
What you say again?
Oh yeah, Big Mama said you can get them custom made aprons on with your picture on it on Amazon for like $30 or $40. Like
okay.
The mama,
made on
you
Amazon.
Gonna start having your own sauces and your own food brands with your face on it.
Y'all hear that? They getting ready to put my face on my food brand and all that. I'm excited, y'all. I'm
Tabitha Brown ain't got nothing on
Raise your hand up in the air if you're excited about Big Mama being in the kitchen again. Nice, clean house. Everything peaceful. Y'all, we gonna have a good time now. Mama home now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
somebody wants some of them collard greens.
So go on over collard greens and all that. So go on over there, subscribe, put it in the chat or wherever you need to put it at. Y'all put it on the on my TikTok for me. Those who found it, put it in there for me if you don't mind. So that I can get to 1,000 that I desire, to go over there and click and subscribe and pass it on to everybody. I'm looking for ways to be able to reach as many people as I can to bring the vibratory frequency up and bring the fruit of the spirit.
Yes, yeah.
Inside this realm, so that our people can transition all out. So don't forget, what I'm supposed to tell them when they on TikTok to do what? Tell them what to do.
Tell them like, share, subscribe, Mama.
Like and share, subscribe, donate, and do all the things that you're supposed to do on the other TikToks. Y'all know what to do. I don't know what to do. I just have to tell you what to do, okay? Ain't nothing but love up in here. And believe me, whatever you donate, and I can verify that I donated to the crew that helps me behind the scenes. I didn't take a dime.
Right. And speaking of like family, I know we're supposed to get OG, my big bro, Rod, in. He's going to come in because part of us, like we were saying, talking about like the doulas, the family, and even get ready for your coronation and the family reunion. And you speaking in, is it Delaware? Where is it at, Mama?
Okay, it's going to be in Wilmington, Delaware on the 26th, 26th, 27th, and 28th. But I speak on the 27th at 7 p.m. or somewhere
Yeah.
about that.
We're gonna put that up here in a
She
second.
gonna put
Once
it
we get
up on
Rod on,
on
because
the thing.
we're supposed to add your son in.
Right, and you guys can go on my TikTok page and you'll see the flyer for both the coronation and all, and I'm gonna before we get to that, we're gonna make sure that you all donate to Rising Phoenix. And she's also going to tell you shortly. Before you get to me, we got to make sure we get you straight first, okay? So so tell them about enrolling in the doula class.
Enrolling in the class. Yeah, well, look, we didn't
Yes.
get so excited with the reunion. Okay, class enrollment. We've already starting to get some students enrolled. It will be limited. So if you're interested, class is going to start March the 28th. March 28th is the start date. And like I said, we're going to be discussing birthing doula, so getting prepared. We'll be discussing the birthing. We'll be discussing breastfeeding. We'll be discussing bringing the fathers, and not just the fathers, but the villages. I think I sent young Elder this one quote that says, "I heard it takes a village to raise a child. Is there a certain number to call?" And I think I sent you that quote. And when I saw it, I said, "Oh, let me send this to young Elder," because we so much. I always say the first part of that quote that it takes a village to raise a kid, but it's for so long the village had
We
been.
ain't even calling them kids because kid mean goat.
Well, the babies, our babies. But it's been so long that they have been, the village has not been present, and so we are needing to, we're in the season of bringing that back in, right? So, and not only that, but like on one of my slides, I put like the Bane bath, but that's like a certain bath that you use when you are after it's kind of post baby, and so it's more of a Haitian. It comes from the Haitian culture, and normally it's a 3-day ritual. Well, not well, it is a ritual bath that you normally put the woman and the mother in. It's certain herbs. First, it helps her heal. It helps the mom. It helps the babies. It's a beautiful thing. It helps with breastfeeding. It helps with so much. But again, it's so much information. I can't really cover it all. You're just gonna have to be in the class. So if you're interested, go on my Etsy site. I think Young Elder's going to have it in, or you could come on my Instagram, and I have the link in my bio, and join the class. We want men and women. We want my goddesses, and we want our gods. And I know that's why we're going to be bringing my big brother in as well, because we were having a family, mother graces us in her presence sometime, and we had like kind of a family discussion the other day, and he was explaining the importance of why the dads were originally there of catching the baby, right? They are the first protectors, the first armor bearers, the first making sure coming out of the chute. And so it's just really important that we make sure we incorporate the daddies, the grandfathers, the mamas, the grandmothers,
Make it a family
everybody in, right? And not only that, it shows statistically, because I'm gonna have receipts, even according to their statistics, and I'm gonna read it out. Even according to their statistics, when a child's father is in, if they're not in the house, they're 90% more likely to be what they call, runaway or not be there, and even over 60, almost 70% more likely to want to transition out of this planet, right? And so that's why we have to have the daddies in, right? Like I know that some of our moms have done the best that they could, but this, I mix astrology in with it this year of the dragon. It's about, if you know about dragon, it has fire. Dragons, phoenix, they're very similar, right? It's about clearing a lot of that energy. And the children do better emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, when you have everybody, when you have grandma, daddy, mama, granddaddy, aunties, when you have everybody there, the children actually are more holistically better when you have everyone in. So come over. We love to have you in the class, and thank you for allowing me to say it. But I'm just so excited. It's a beautiful season. We've got people already interested and more coming, and excited.
Okay, so I wanted to speak on something that you mentioned, my daughter, about that birth certificate. You're supposed to register your baby's birth certificate in the Bible, the family Bible. That's why they took the Bibles out of the house.
the white Bible with the gold with
Mhm.
gold around it. That was the hi everyone. That was the way we kept the records.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, the father being in the house was the protection of the children.
Mhm.
That when the mother was away for whatever reason, the father was there with the children, or there was a grandma or some auntie or someone there with the children. You was able, the children were safe. But now,
Mhm.
because of all the molestation, because
Mm.
even the boys are being molested,
Yes. Mm.
and they're
Mhm.
not being able to even,
Mhm.
they
Yes.
don't even know what, because it is psychologically
Yes.
have messed our men up, because they have nowhere to go and tell anybody, because of the shame
Mhm.
and of them thinking that, you know, it's about their masculinity,
Right.
when they've been, not only men are not only being the perpetrators, but we now got women are damn doing it too.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? So now it's not just a man thing.
Mhm. Mhm.
Now, also, people are using that as a weapon to lie against people too.
Mhm. Yes, ma'am.
So, you know, all this stuff is going on. You know, it's a lot going on around this sexuality stuff going on around children.
Yes.
And it's hard to distinguish who's lying and who's using this as a tool, as a weapon to ruin people's lives.
Right. Mhm.
And I'll be the first to tell you I'm an advocate, because I'm a survivor.
Me too. I am as well.
Okay. And a lot of us are survivors, and a lot of us hadn't even been able to talk about it, to heal from it. That's what the 12 steps are about. Is to get that off of you.
Right.
And a lot of our people that went through the 12 steps of sovereignty,
Mhm.
and our people are overworked right now. So please don't flood right now, because they're trying to put something in place. Please, I'm telling y'all to wait for a minute before you want to sign up. They just now getting caught up to all the emails to sign up. So they're putting something in place this weekend so that you can be able to sign up without them having to input it on the spreadsheet, that this program will take care of all of that, so they don't have to do that. So just give me a second before you start back signing up. But I'm just telling you that in the 12 steps of sovereignty, we deal with that with your sponsors one-on-one. Okay, so you'll be able to get all this old residue and this old baggage off of you. Okay, the other thing is that we want to recognize that you don't have to be in shame anymore. Okay, you don't have to allow anybody to shame you for their misdeed towards you while you was a child. You
Right.
had no part in that. And I'm telling you, before you even start this process, those of you all who have been sexually abused as a child and violated, it was not your fault.
That's right.
And so today, I'm telling you, you can get rid of it.
Yes.
You can right now release it, because it wasn't your fault.
Right.
And because it wasn't your fault, you can let it go.
Right.
You can let go right now.
That's right.
You got love and mama home. She embracing you and saying that it's all right. That you don't have to worry about being a victim no more. Come on home
That's right.
and sit with mama a while. Let
Right.
mama nurture you, love on you, be with you. Okay? All right. Now,
Thank you for that. Thank you so much, because I just had to say that had to be said, especially on the males. Not that is anything against the females, but the most underreported is what they call African American or Black males in sexual molestation.
That's
So
correct.
they needed to be validated. They needed you to say that. So thank you for saying it.
You're
Thank you.
quite welcome. You're quite
Mhm.
welcome. Now, we need to put your, y'all going over there and subscribe if y'all want some food. Now, in the meantime, we need to put your information up, if you would, young elder, put my baby's information up where they can go and order some things, and her cash app. So those who want to order, she has a cash app as well. Please, this work is an ongoing for all of us, and so show her some love tonight. All right, show her some love. And so if you can put that information up. In the meantime, while you bring in, uh, um, um, we'll do that. I want to say one more thing tonight. Taj Bay is celebrating his Earth Day tonight. So, when we get through over there, we're going over there and party with them for a little bit. Show him some love tonight. I think she said, and this is Dr. G and House of Real Awakening
Okay.
Minds.
All
Her husband
right.
is celebrating tonight. I think he's 78.
Okay.
And that those of you all who know Dr. G, she's the sweetest lady, and he's kind of been in the background, but everybody know Taj. He teaches civics. So you all who your 3D folks that just got started, you need to go over there. You need to go over there and let Taj teach y'all some civics, because he definitely can
Hey,
do
so
that for you.
Dr. G. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. Dr. G is Ty Sharik Bay's wife.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even know that. Hey, Ty
Oh
Sharik Bay.
yeah,
That's like
I
one
didn't
of the
know that
popular
either.
speakers.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't even know
Yeah.
that. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's
he's kind of been in
yeah.
the
That's wild. I
background.
always see him doing shows.
Yeah, he's been in the background to let her light shine.
Oh,
And
so he's a true rising of the matriarch
yeah,
type
yeah,
guy.
yes, he is.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah. So go on over there tonight. I think they starting at 8 o'clock. I'm not sure, but it'll be all
Oh,
to until. So go on over there, wish him a happy Earth Day. Give him a little something for his Earth Day, and let him know you love him, and all is well. That's what we do for each other. Okay. So please go and wish him a happy Earth Day, and give him a little token of your love for him. All right, we're gonna hang out and party a little bit over there. So I'm planning on going over there. Y'all know how I party. Y'all see me the other
I
night.
know you go late. You go harder in the paint to me. I'm like, Mama, do you like? And then she had a nerve to get up early, and then had a nerve to call us in for early meetings. Y'all listen. If anybody know Chief, okay, I got to get this little laugh out. If anybody know Chief Pontiac, everybody know Rod is like the night bird, right? So me and Rod be up to like 2 or 3 because we're like the channelers, and we just we channel. But he sleeps late, right? Big Mama had him up at a 10 a.m. meeting. For most people, that's fine. For Rod, oh, he was wrong. He was so wrong there. I said, only big. He said, but I do whatever Big Mama say do. I said, oh, he love his Big Mama.
3 days this week, including the day that Rod had to get up because I've had some important meetings for him. And don't forget to put up our website information where they can go and order the spiritual bath and the yoni products and other products while we put, and then we'll pull up. She'll talk about what's coming up in with me, and then we're gonna bring Rod onto the platform.
Okay. Yeah, but that was too funny. I had to because I don't know why I had conspiracy against me child on this thing.
Yes, I could party.
But yeah,
What
I
about
was too tickled because I talked to my brother. I call Rob, but my brother. Like yesterday, and when I say he was so broke down, he said, "Big Mama, Big Mama, look at
you
Mama."
can lean on me. Let your mind be
Big
free.
Mama go hard. When I say she go hard, but you know what? It's business. It's a business. She is not playing. If people thought it was a joke, if they thought it was a game, it is not a game. She is literally handling business. It
And
really
part and having a good time doing it.
and having a good time, but
I'm
she
not
is
gonna
like,
be drudging and having to do this light workers work that I'm doing. I'm gonna have some fun while I'm doing it. So y'all may see me in some different kind. I got some butter shot. Look, we're gonna have shade night, party night. We're gonna have all kind of stuff going on. We're gonna feed you some good spiritual food and we're gonna party at the same time.
Big Mama, she go hard. Can you put that flyer up, young elder, for the coronation, the family reunion? Look, I saw that. I said because we was looking at several different phoenixes. This is another reason how I knew she was my mother, obviously, because she has like my aunt and I said and the phoenixes, and I was like, oh, this is shock.
You see
That's
my
a,
phoenix back
oh
there?
my goodness, like I saw that and I almost cried. Look,
My
almost
tags
cried.
on my car.
Not that one, but the one with the phoenix on it.
Yeah, my tags on my car
You
got
can
the
want the
Phoenix.
phoenix for me.
Yeah, my tags on the car. Uh-oh. My phone just went dead. Let me
Uh-oh.
plug it up while she's doing that.
Okay, I'll talk while you getting it together, Mama. Okay, so this is the first one. I'm gonna let her talk through this one. You can get the other flyer because that's when she's gonna speak. But I was trying to get the one on the family reunion. Elder. The one that
All
had
right,
the
hold on,
Phoenix.
let me pull them up.
It was right
Okay, this
next
right
to
here.
it.
This ain't the right one right here, right?
The
Okay,
one
I
that
got
was
you.
right next to it that had the Phoenix on it.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. It's this way. My bad.
Okay. But
Hey, look here.
yeah, so look, bro, probably taking a dog on that because she. Okay, yeah, that's the one. That's the same that. Yeah, go down a little bit because you can minimize it just a little bit so they can see the
I
whole
got it.
flyer. Because I want the flyer seen. Can you minimize it back to the regular size, please? There you go. Yeah, to save the day because this was so pretty. I
There
wanted
you
to see
go.
it all. But it's to save the day for Empress's coronation in Tallahassee, Florida. So her Earth Day, I don't know if they heard the last time, but her solar return, her Earth Day is the same weekend of the coronation, right? Which is also coming up on the eclipse. So her Earth Day is April 5th. So April 5th, she's gonna have like probably a meet and greet somewhere, and then we'll do some other stuff. We're gonna make sure to honor her separately. So we got a surprise. We're not gonna tell her what her surprise is, but we got some of her children got some surprises planned for her because we just want it to be about her. She does a lot of giving and pouring, and she didn't have to take a lot of hits. She didn't take a lot of hits, so we're gonna make sure she coming in fresh and renewed. That'll be 5th. And that location is to be announced. And trust me, I have it almost, but I just want to get her final approval. If anybody know Big Mama, they know she's very meticulous. So I just have to make sure she approves. I'll say that. The 6th is going to be what we kind of call our reunion. Also, that same day, we're going to probably do some leadership training because, we are coming out of war, right? So if anybody knows about when you come out of a war energy, especially with our tribal leaders, right? I really want to have set up some time to train as well as heal, go through some type of healing kind of purging ritual. Because when we go into the coronation, I want us to go in so fresh, so renewed. I know we're going to be excited, but also, learning her ways, and she's going to set up and kind of direct how she wants. This isn't going to just be on me, right? This is going to be at the direction of her because we've been under a old system, an old way. So it's going to be good for us to get guidance and direction of the Big Mama way, right? And I think us coming in on one accord, um, not bickering, not being no siblings arguing, but really being lock and step is going to be very, very key. right? And then also just having like that reunion, having us some good food, laughing, having a good time. Because it's been a lot of mourning, it's been a lot of spiritual warfare, it's been a lot of
Right.
real warfare, it's been a lot. But now it's time to celebrate. That's why I put that song in my reel. A family, I think I said it was family affair, family reunion, where I say, no matter what you did, come on to the table. Because, we at the end of the day, we family. Unless you are Asian, you a family member, right? So we want to bring that unity energy back. And then the day of her coronation is set for 11 a.m. We're just so excited. We know some people they have to travel or get back. So Mother Empress wanted to be very cognitive and had it at an early time. We'll have that ceremony. And then afterwards, we want to have like a good meal and also have kind of a little celebratory energy and then finish in a certain time for everybody to go through. So it's just going to be a really good weekend of enjoying one another, tribal celebration, honoring the big mama, right? Honoring all the other mothers as we see them, and really start today. Start today honoring your mamas in your individual houses, your grandmothers in your individual houses, your aunties in your individual houses. Call them, check on them. That's all part of the raising. But this April 5th through 7th, I'm telling you, y'all want to be in Tallahassee. Listen, I'll tell you, if I'm calm, it's something that I'm telling you, you don't want to miss it. I've heard so many people, we hadn't even had the place in the flyer out when I started getting calls. It's so many people internationally coming from so many places. And we didn't even have a doggone flyer out. This is something you don't want to miss. This is a once in a lifetime experience, y'all, for such a time as this. And then the very next day is going to be the eclipse. So that's going to let you know all the old is out and in with the new. And think about it. Aries is the sign of the emperor, empress. If you know tarot or astrology, you know that. So you can't even write this any better. So y'all come on and join us. And we're looking forward to it. And I know Empress trying to get some stuff together. I know Rod in the background, anything? I know he was wanting to maybe come in and say something. At least he texted me earlier and said
She is not on.
he
Yeah, I
not
wanted
on.
to ask Mama Radbird before she left. Do we have
Okay.
any updates on on Pops? On Pops,
Yes,
Malachi's New York.
yes, we do. And I'm always,
Okay.
you know how I am. I always let my son, you know, you know, let me go back on TikTok. Uh, he Rod is going. That's why he's coming on to give the updates
I'm
on.
gonna call him real quick. Let me call him real quick, Mama. I'm gonna go off camera real quick so I can call.
I don't know why my phone is acting up real horrible. So you guys that are on TikTok, just hold on a minute and let me get this together here.
Hey, Chief, I'm gonna see if I can call Rod because he was supposed to hop on because he wanted to kind of discuss that, I believe. Let me just mute real quick so I can call if you don't mind.
Okay. And in the meantime, yes, he will give the updates. We had a briefing today, and so I think it would be the right thing to allow him to let everybody know what's going on. It's good update now. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I don't know if I can do it from your phone. I have to see.
Okay, yeah, he'll
Yeah,
be on. Second, he said he just need a couple more. He'll be on. Yeah, he'll be on. He just need a couple more. Yeah, he'll be on. He said he
we
need a
got
couple
4,000. Oh, damn.
Huh?
All right. I keep on cutting you out, my bad.
I don't know. You
Said,
good? I just
yeah.
said he said he'll be on. He said he just need a few minutes. Is what he told me.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, what I was gonna say, yeah. So I've been dropping the Mama's Rabbit YouTube page and the links. I think we go to like 400, 500 subscribers now. So we need 500 more subscribers. Yeah. We need 500 more subscribers to go over there. We got 4,000 people on, so like this shouldn't be hard.
Do me a favor while we waiting on Rod. Come on to this Year of the Dragon because we can discuss that while we killing time.
Oh, yeah. Let me go ahead and look that up.
Yeah, we'll wait while we waiting on
I got
Rod.
you.
We can kind of discuss some of that.
I got you.
Because this is exciting times. Because I think I even sent you one that even gave everyone their different zodiacs of the Chinese horoscope. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because this is
Yeah.
technically the year of the wood dragon, right? So by being under the year, that's you look, you on all the stuff we ain't supposed to show
Mm-hmm.
yet. Look, you giving all the early stuff. I'm
Oh
about to
yeah, my
send you
bad.
slides, different
Okay,
boxes.
okay. It's the dragon. That's it.
Yeah, like the year of the
I
dragon
got you.
stuff. Yeah. So I think I
I'm
sent
just
a
trying to make it
couple
go
slides.
faster so it won't freeze.
Oh, got you. Yeah, so that's one of
There
them.
you go.
Okay, so I'll start here, right? So I know I kind of did it live with Chief Alicia Stone, and we kind of discussed it, but I'll kind of go in here because there's probably a lot of people who maybe didn't see it, right? So this is the year of what they call the wood dragon. I believe I may have sent you one on everyone's horoscopes, and I'll make sure that I'll get to that before I end. But this is really falling into alignment of what we're talking about with the family reunion, bringing home the childbirth, things like that. Because see, the dragon is about transformation, right? The dragon is about change, and see, this is the year of the wood dragon coming out of. Well, let me change it. Wood dragon coming out of the year of the water rabbit. And then next year is going to be the year of the serpent. So really, we're going to have like two really strong years in 24 and 25 of this kind of energy. Like I told you, I don't just follow Western astrology. I kind of look into the Hindu, Chinese. I look at all of it. And so if you look
Mm-hmm.
at it, it's about new beginnings. And then doing your power, like I said, with alchemy. This is where if something that is out of order is going to get back into order, back into balance. It's also about finding your strength. So this is where governments topple, energies topple, things that's out of balance is going to get back in balance. People who have felt defeated or like they just, I ain't gonna say necessarily weak, but they're like stuff that just they didn't have the power, things wasn't going their way. Like, no, this wood dragon is like, I'm gonna come give you this strength. Let me come give you this courage. Let me show you that this is what we're gonna do. And see, the Chinese horoscope is on what they call the lunar cycle. They're very much feminine, divine feminine driven. They're not on the solar energy, they're on the lunar energy, right? So that is the energy that they move on. So this is a very exciting time when you have the year of the wood dragon mixed in with Pluto and Aquarius mixed in with Saturn in Pisces, and so Saturn, which is their lord of karma, and these were the energies that they did all their magic and their
Yes.
spells in 1776 and 1783 and did all these false contracts. It's all the cultivatum of why we have the mother empress here. It's literally when we say written in the stars. I don't care what astrology you're looking at, it's written in the stars. So that's why it's so exciting for this April 7th, because it's that fire type of energy. This is for such a time as this. So, Mother is back, and let her have the floor.
Okay. Well, yeah, for those of you all who was on the actual, and I'm coming back on TikTok. It's coming up now.
And if you could, I'm sorry, put a slide back up for her the coordinate. Did you want the coordination or your April one? Which one did you want? Which
The coordination.
the coordination?
Yeah, because that's coming up before the.
That's the one with the phoenix elder, not the one with the blue, but the one with
Yeah,
the more.
yeah. I'll go to the one with the blue shortly.
Okay, yeah. If you put the purple one up, that one right there, the purple one. Thank you.
Yes. So it is an exciting time where I will be officially being installed uh, in my official seat during this time, and that I'm asking and will be appointing all the dignitaries to come, and of course, Rising Phoenix and myself, and some of the other folks who are with me behind the scenes to help me with the appointments that we're going to be uh, acquiring, and not so much needing, but desiring the assistance of the right people to delegate certain aspects of uh, uh, of how we are rebuilding the nation. And it is crazy for me to think, anybody think that I'm going to be doing this by myself.
Hmm.
You know, people think, for those who y'all think that you want to be in my shoes,
Hmm.
if you want to be in my shoes, you'll give them back, because this is work. This is nothing to play with. I take my empressship very seriously. I care about the people. I care about the condition and the work that needs to be done to bring our people back into full uh, uh, and the full power in their rightful places. So just know that the work is there for all of us to do, not just me, and not just you think I'm gonna sit back and fix your world.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not my job, and I'm not. And I need to say this because I keep forgetting to say this to people. Let me go back live for a minute.
Hmm. Take your time.
Because I really need to say a few things now. I forgot how I went there. And tell me how I went back to freedom.
What are you trying to go live on? Is something I can talk you through, Mother?
Yeah, because I forgot how to get there.
Okay, what are you on TikTok?
I am.
Okay, so if you are, hold on, let me open the app.
Okay.
You're on TikTok. You click the plus sign, I believe. I don't believe you.
Okay. I clicked the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you click the plus sign. Okay, so you click that plus sign.
Okay.
You see it? You see it,
Yeah,
Mom?
I do.
Okay. And then when you slide at the bottom, it's gonna say either camera, templates, or live at the very bottom.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on, because what's that? Oh, there it is.
You
Okay,
see it,
hold on.
Mama?
Yeah, I got it. Let me go there. Plus. Okay, there we go. And allow this time.
And it should like do a clock like 3, 2, 1. It should like
Got it.
you
Go
got
live.
it. Mm-hmm.
Yes, I got it. All right. All right. There we go. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this right here, bring it down a little closer to me.
Okay.
All right. And it's plugged up so that it can continue to do what it do. And I'm gonna turn it that way. Give me 1 second here. I guess I'm gonna put it back up here then. John, can you help me put this back up, please? Hi guys, I'm back. Look, I got caught with my what they say with maybe my shoes off. I ain't gonna say that's what I was gonna get caught with my shoes off. Let me oh. Okay, there we go.
Roy, I think Roy gonna come on Sunday and give us the update
Oh, okay.
because we running out of time.
Okay, got you.
I think Roy gonna come on and do the update on Sunday. We're gonna just do a separate tape,
Okay, that makes
just
sense.
going in
That makes
on
sense.
that particular part.
Okay.
And
All
yeah,
right.
so we're gonna be. Hey y'all, help Mama Radberg get up 1,000 subscribers. We posted the link in the
Yes,
in the
please
chat,
like,
y'all. She
share,
had
subscribe
500
to
now.
her YouTube and her TikTok page. She has a YouTube, a TikTok, and Instagram.
Yes. So what I wanted to, yeah, what I wanted to, yeah,
But she
you.
really want to get that YouTube because she want to go live. So
Yeah, so post the YouTube up while I'm speaking, if you don't mind, and then post the that up. So what I was saying to everyone is the I'm not everybody's personal empress. It's a different kind of thing that my position holds. It's for the collective. I can't individually see about your individual problem. I have to do things for the collective, and as projects and things that are needing to be like in place with everyone. So you have to be patient that the mortgages, people being thrown out of their homes. I'm aware of all of that, but they're gonna get their just reward. Just give us just a little bit more time to get people in place, because even I have the marshal badges, right? Uh, People have to be installed at my coronation, and it's going to be training at that coronation. So if you could put that back up for me for 1 minute, so that I can explain that during that Friday, we're going to have training.
It's gonna be Saturday, Mother.
Excuse me, Saturday,
Saturday
8
Rising.
a.m.
Saturday
at
Rising.
I think like at 8 o'clock
Mhm.
for those who are dignitaries, and that these people will be carefully chosen, because this is not a fashion show, or this is not just to come around and for your own agenda. Okay, I know everybody got issues. I've got some issues. I don't have the issues that most people have, and my issue always is what's ailing the people. So I do have issues, because your issues are my issues, but I cannot do them individually. It has to be dignitaries in place that have to be appointed, and those folks are going to be put in place at the coronation during that weekend. They will be identified, and they will go back to their prospective places, wherever that is. We're talking about infrastructures needing to be built, that I've got somebody already working on that already, before even some things I've already started working on. So we're not waiting for the coronation date to get started. We're doing things now. The on the 5th that night, we're gonna party a little bit. Because that's my Earth Day. That I came in at a certain time. I don't want nobody know what time I was born, because I know that people, when they find out those kind of things, they can have a head start ritual. But I ain't worried about you doing no rituals on me.
Cause I'll do one on you.
Cause if I'm not dead yet, I'm not gonna die.
Sorry.
I got 9 lives and some left. All right, I'm a cat. Meow.
A black one.
Because every time I end up, you end up pushing me off something, I am laying on my feet.
Mm-hmm.
Every time. So I just wanted to tell everybody that as well. The second thing is that the family reunion, there's a tribal reunion where people from all over the world are invited to come, and we're gonna have a day, like Big Mama have on TV, that all the family get together and just be out, and we just have a good time. We'll have some vendors, some music all day, and you bring your grills and bring whatever you want to bring, and that's all we're gonna do. We're gonna hang out, play talk, play spades. We're gonna do all kind of stuff that we do, and bring your liquor and bring your whatever. Don't let me catch you being drunk though, showing out. I'm gonna sick my son on y'all ass. So I'm saying that this laid back. You know how children do, go in the backyard under the damn tree and pass the bottle. Okay, I know. Mama know you're gonna do some of that too, and that's all right. Just know how to hold your liquor and hold your whatever. Okay, I'm just saying. All right, now I'll for that. Sunday, I'm asking everybody to. I'm just being real. I know that shit gonna happen. And I'm just telling them how to regulate them. All right.
Okay.
I know it's gonna happen. Don't let me see it. Okay, because I don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm not gonna be stupid and think it's not gonna happen. So I'm gonna regulate it right now. You hear me? Don't make me cut you.
Yes, ma'am.
Come acting like
Yes, ma'am.
somebody. Bring whatever you gonna bring, but don't make me cut you.
Mm.
Okay. Now on Sunday is the coronation at 11 o'clock, and that's gonna be at the hotel and held in the inside of there. So please wear gold and white or one or the other color if you can. If not, fine, just come dressed up. And then after the ceremony, we may have a little light something to eat, and then everybody transition home safely. Okay. All right. Can you put up the other slide?
Ashe, ashe, and ashe.
Ashe. Okay. The 27th, I will be the keynote speaker for the conference for Spring into Action that's being sponsored by the House of Reawakening. I will be the keynote speaker on Saturday night at 7 o'clock. And so come and pack the house. I got some stuff to give you and tell you. And we're going to throw down because I'm gonna tell you some stuff. All right. And but that's going to be the whole weekend. So it actually, conference starts on the 26th through the 28th. And again, come and have a good time. There's going to be other keynote speakers or people that's going to be doing stuff about 30, 45 minutes. And then, like I said, that main speaker night will be myself on Saturday, and Friday's meet and greet, and then Sunday is the trail walk and all that, and then we transition home. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, if I'm supposed to say anything, don't forget to go on Reawakenings.
Also, reawaken minds.
Yeah, for Todd's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
He's celebrating his 78th birthday. So after we get done over here, go over there and party. Because that's what we're going to be next. I'm going to be over there. Drop in and wish him a happy Earth Day. And if you give him something for his Earth Day, that will be great. All right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Go on over there and subscribe. Put the subscription on while my son speaking.
Can I get Rod just real quickly? Young Ed, if you can maybe put one of the why dads are important in the
Yeah.
in the labor or in the room when we're giving birth, because he just was saying something and can't nobody word stuff like he worded. I just wanted my big brother. And first of all, you look like a little boy right now. I feel like
I'll
you're
tell you.
backwards. Ever since
so-
Big Mama came home, you look like you 10 years old right now. You like
Yes.
a little boy.
And they've been
You like a little boy.
joking.
You look so
I
cute.
say,
You
look
like a
at
little boy.
Yeah, they've been picking at Rod ever since I've been home. Somebody look at him. He just
I know.
so,
He's like a little
like,
boy.
Mama.
Oh, he's so
And look,
precious.
he'll tell you, Mama cried today, didn't she? I said, I can't look at him. He made me cry every
He's
time
like
I
a
look
little
at
boy
him.
right now.
Oh
It's
my
like
God.
he's backwards. Lil Rod was weary. I'm so glad you home because Rod about to kill everybody. Rod didn't calm down. That gorilla didn't calm down to the Big Mama that came home.
See how Mama got that effect on all her
Yes, so you
sons?
didn't calm down Elder and Rod. You a bad, bad. Look, that's why I played in my song. She's a bad man. Hey, listen, that's as spicy as she could be. Look, Big Mama look like she's 40 in the face, but Big Mama got the boys in order. Do you hear me? Yes, ma'am. Okay, but and I was teasing you too, Rod, about how Big Mama the only one. I say, me and Rod is the night owls because we the watchers, we the ones that we keep it watch. And I said, if anybody know about my big bro, I don't know if we haven't called him till about 1 or 2 p.m. But I say, Big Mama been having my brother up at 10 a.m. on calls, and my brother been up. I said, who I know can't nobody do that but Big Mama. I said, my brother been broke down this week. I'm shot you up right now.
He know when Big Mama call him at 10 o'clock, he need to get on the call and get some damn folks straightened out. Because that's the only reason why he know I called. And that's why he answer. Because he know I got something that he needs to take care of. And I don't have to, I can stay in my place of love and he can straighten some folks out and tell them what they need to know. And they won't do certain things no more. So I've had to call him 3 times this week back to back to bring him on to straighten some folks out. I love him. Don't mess with him. And he
See,
tell
Big
y'all
Mama
don't
don't
mess
even
with
tell
his
me
mom.
stuff, but I'm so psychic intuitive. I didn't even know it was a call, and I called and told her something because it got flipped to me. And so, see, that's when you got a psychic in the family. You ain't got to call me. It's gonna get flipped to me regardless.
Yeah.
Hey, I had to translate the message for you though.
Because I'm gonna get the call.
Did I translate the message for you?
When I say I got the call, oh man, I got the call. I got it almost exactly as y'all was calling. We telepathic. See, this is the real language. See, this is when you know we back to the ways of Big Mama. Because speaking on how Chief say, don't let them be diagnosing y'all babies with all this autism and ADD, ADHD. These babies are ancient languages. These babies don't have to talk because they telepathic. Because I'm telling you, we be having conversations and don't have to have conversations. And I get rung in. I get rung in before I have to get rung in. That's why I know not to call me because I'm their assassination crew. So they don't call me unless you want some people not to be on this earth. So they be trying to find something safe to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's a metaphysical component to the father-child interaction. If you look at the gorillas, the father got them handle all of the children while they babies.
Mm-hmm.
The father has to physically touch them and hold them, right? This psychic message is being relayed to the child that is protected, right? It's an energy exchange between the father and the child that puts the child's heart at ease. So they never tell you that this is the reason why the father need to catch the baby during the delivery, right? But they already aware of the positive benefits of him being there, and they got volumes of research papers written on the father's interaction in the birthing process of children, right? And they know that the mother also goes into a more soothing state when she know that her child's father is present while she's giving birth. This is a chemical exchange between mother and father, and it's an energy exchange between father and child, right? The mother's pheromones is affecting him subconsciously. And in turn, he's feeding pheromones back to her. It's silent communication that we've been doing for thousands of years, and all of the scientists of any worth know this, right? So they take the father out of the delivery room. Now the mother goes into a pre-panic state where all of her cortisol levels shoot up, which is not good for birthing process. Her adrenaline begins to overproduce as if she's about to go into fight or flight, which makes it, that's feeding to the baby. It's the same as when in the slaughter yard, before the cows get up the ramp to get slaughtered, they know something going on. They start trying to turn around, right? Now, the baby come out and these bright ass memory erasers is in his face, right? The father ain't there and they got memory erasers in their face. So now they insecure and they don't remember. Then what they do next? They hurry up and do what? Clip the cord, right? The reason why they clipped the cord is because the mother's got messages that she has to feed through the child as it suckles on the teat. Her colostrum is going to have a chemical reaction in the biology of the child, and it's going to produce certain hormones. In turn, these hormones are going to matriculate back up the umbilical cord, and it's going to go through the placenta uterine barrier and tell the mother, baby made it safe. You can relax now. And then from that, the oxytocin in the brain release to tell the placenta, go, you can go, right? And if you leave it on, that's called the lotus birth, right? But if you're going to preserve it for medicinal purpose, at some point before it starts to dry out, you need to remove it. But if that chemical change from the baby suckling the teat of the mother doesn't cycle from the mother back through the umbilical cord through her colostrum, then it's subconsciously telling the mother she spontaneously aborted the baby, making a subtle disconnect in the parent-child bond. The mother's supposed to look in the baby's eyes when he first suckle in order to pair bond properly. If you understood that part alone would tell you the level of disruption in healthy child rearing that's going on this land. But not only that, the immune system of the child is in the colostrum. And so you need to go get your baby vaccinated so they can give them brain damage with the lead and the arsenic and the other chemicals they use as co-agents to the vaccines. But they don't supposed to bother you. Half the ingredients is under the toxic watch list. And they are fully aware of it, so they must be doing it on purpose. Right? Earlier you mentioned about the baby swaps. Right? And Empress talked about how sometimes they tell you the baby dead and the baby not dead. And what they was doing with the chiefs, because they know when you born, is they was putting us with people that was unlike us to try to raise us under their cultural mannerisms and dispositions. We rebelled against it. So now the adopted child becomes the rebel child in the family, rebelling against the culture that's being imposed on him that's unfamiliar to his genetic makeup. But they got a remedy. They'll just put you in the cage until you figure it out.
That's what they do.
Right? And this is what they use to subjugate the outlaw tribes. They called us the dependent nation states under the Constitution and the Supreme Court. They never made provisions for the reality that we always been here, gonna be here, and you ain't gonna move us off the land. I don't care who you bring from anywhere else on the planet, we know who we be. They just don't know that we know who we be. Some of us fight against each other in order to prove the fact that we some stubborn, hard-headed, backbiting, hateful people, right? In order to get the imposters out, you got to first realize that they look like us, but they ain't us. But they hide behind pale faces to keep us out of institutions. But Big Mama called in a whole bunch of pale faces to overrun institutions in order to flip the secrets out into the public domain so we could put the puzzles back together. Right? So turnabout is fair play. They used them on us first. We used them back. Now, take that. I got my lick back. Right? So the father always has a beneficial effect on the child. Even if he's not there early on, the child subconsciously know his father. And when he feel the touch of him, and if his father got love in his touch, he know this is my guy right here. This is my man. This Pops right here. No matter what he think, he know subconsciously. And he's looking for that male figure to learn how to be a man. Because boys don't be born knowing how to be men, or otherwise we wouldn't have so many bitch ass niggas acting like bitches.
Mm.
So you need a man to demonstrate to a boy what a man's supposed to be in order for the boy to say, oh, that's right, that's it right there.
Mm. Speak.
Boys are inherently drawn to strong-willed and strong-bodied, able-bodied men to learn manhood from, especially alpha boys,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
right? They want to learn how to be a man as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to stay on the porch.
Mm-hmm.
See, we don't remember Big Mama had the wraparound porch with all the little cousins all crawled around up in there, and the aunties and the sister cousins. We ain't call them cousins. It was my sister, my mother's sister's child,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
right? Or my brother, my mother's brother's child, right? We always made that recognition to keep our cousins as brothers and sisters, as siblings. Because 9 out of 10, back in the day, we used to all grow up on the same front porch. That's where that term from, don't run off the porch unless you're ready to stomp with the big dogs.
Mm-hmm.
That's the uncles that's roughhousing in the front yard. They 12, 13, we 8 and 9, we want to get off the porch. What Big Mama say? Don't you take your ass down there until you're ready, because don't come back crying to me if you get your nose busted.
That's right.
Because if you're going to go down there and bump with the big boys, you're going to be a big boy. Right? So this is how we learn how to be able to beat each other ass in the name of love. Because Big Mama say, y'all not finna bring that shit in the house. Y'all leave it in the front yard where it started at.
That's right.
You can roughhouse all you want, but when you come in this house, y'all leave that outside. So you come here, hug, nigga.
Mm-hmm. That's
Right
right.
there where you at. If y'all gonna start that bickering, I don't want to hear that. We coming in for dinner time now. We don't have time to be negotiating who got flipped first.
That's correct.
Right? So y'all make up at the front door and y'all come on in and be respectful in the house. You know the rules, because don't make them uncles come out the back room.
That's right. And it was fair fighting. And you fist fight, and then you made up afterward. You know, that's how it was. You didn't hold the beef with whoever you was fighting with. It was over. Once the fist fight was over, you got everybody circled around, and you fist fight, and then nobody jump in it. And the mamas, you know, you know, you got in a fight, your 2 children fought, you let them fight, and then you know they be all right at the end. You sit down and you eat at the dinner table with each other. You didn't do all this hating and holding on to the grudge and stuff, because it was over. When it was over, it was over. It was done with.
I'm getting a psychic chief knock from Big Meech. He said, hey, here's what he said. Hey, Big 50, don't forget who the who the prince trainer. He teach the boys how to live with wealth and to not allow not to cross certain boundaries between each other in their relationships. This is a real peacekeeper. Right? This is why they wanted Big Meech off the land, because they was trying to poison the community, and he was using the resources from them poisoning our community to educate our boys on how to live with opulent wealth. See, we coming from abject poverty, the poorest of the poor, and we about to have all this money,
Right.
and we need Big Meech's program so that we can teach the boys how to behave once they get rich. Because some of them gonna lose their damn mind if we don't have them under wraps.
Right.
Right? Because we've been poor too long. But we took the bottom position to build up the pre-karma, while the people at the top went through the catharsis to earn their right to ascend.
Right.
They came over here for a drop of blood. Because if they don't have a drop of this earthborn blood, they won't be able to ascend. They'll be trapped in the 3D in the infinity loop. But the last Muhurta, we flip out the infinity loop. That means that the wisdom of the great mother was more valuable and accurate than the wisdom of the Anunnaki scientists that did the dirt.
Come on.
Correct.
And they say that the good had to suffer with the bad. All this is laboratory performed debauchery
Yes.
that's belligerent to the earthborn.
Yes.
And the good had to suffer with the bad in order to clean up the genetic spill.
Yes.
So now that the turnaround come, the blast shall be made first, and everybody get the right to ascend. And now we get to erase all those artificial divide and conquer barriers, Democrat and Republican, Russian and American, Chinese and Japanese, right? Tall versus short, fat versus skinny. You either with me or you're not. I don't care about what you look like. I don't care about what you either with me or you're not.
It's the scales of my
Ain't no lukewarm in this shit.
That's correct.
You either ice cold or you flaming hot.
Yep.
And it doesn't matter to me. I'm gonna take you as you come. Cause Big Mama said you can't throw people away like trash. And
we're not only not gonna do that, but we're not going into no war.
No.
Because that's their area of expertise.
That's right.
So we're not going into war with not even our own sisters and brothers.
That's why they got Angel Bay locked up, because he was over them war tribes to keep us protected and safe. And that's why I kept hearing.
She froze.
She was going into her Chicago knockoff to 23. The Chicago Bull, Chief Malik Angel Bay, aka Jeff Ford, the lawman, the rook, the guardian of the castle. That's the rook job, guard and protect the castle. So his job was to guard and protect the castle, secure the land from the invaders. So they knew who he was before he understood who he was. And that's when they attacked him. That's why Bob Marley say that Sheriff John Brown, every time I plant a seed, he say, kill it before it grow. Talking about the chiefs. Every time a chief started to sprout up, they tear him down before he could become to awareness of self. Right? Now, you remember, we coming through under this amnesia spotlight in our face. Shocking the optic nerve to jar the brain. Right? And it makes the right brain stagnant. That's why we all right-handed, because we all left-brained.
That's correct.
Supposed to be ambidextrous. But somewhere along the line, we lost the ability to use both hands evenly, except for a small percentage. And an even smaller percentage is left-handed.
And don't you think that that's because they wired us to only be left brain, and not a lot of it just have to do with our wiring and how things go in that perspective?
Yeah, because it's a nerve that runs through each hemisphere of the brain, and it runs into your spinal column. Right? If you can't raise your sacred secretion until both hemispheres of your brain are active, because otherwise only 2 of the 4 chambers is pumping, which it will only leave you with called the silver liquid, which is the common cerebral spinal fluid. But what you want is the honey. The honey is the holy sacred secretion that comes from the sacrum, travels up the spine, and when the pineal gland lights up, it's able to transmit data from source code. And this is how you get to reach your God potential.
Yeah.
Right? When you reach this point, most people are intimidated to ask themselves, what does the creator see in the creation because the realization of what the creators see is shocking to their consciousness, right? The awareness to see from the perspective of creator, it reveals too much about the reality we live in that most people are intimidated to receive. So you need other people like us to come in and go to that level and then come back and tell the people what it means in basic common terms.
Now my phone didn't freeze up. They turned me off as soon as I said it was all hers. And I said Angel Bay. That's what happened. Yeah, they shut it off, but I came back on because I don't care because you can't outreach the head priestess.
What
And
you
I'll say it
say,
again.
you better say
It's
that.
all
You let me
hers.
drop my
And
mic.
I'm gonna say it again.
I know
And
that's
I'll say it
right.
loud. And I said it again, it's all hers. And the Angel Bay said he was over the army and he was the protector. And that's why the chiefs is back on the land. And you can shut it off if you want it. And I promise you don't want to do it. So find you something safe to do.
I love it. I love it. As you can see, we something to be reckoned with, and I'm glad that I'm back on the. We're all here today, and I guess I thank everybody for being on the TikTok. Hey, son, Mama ended up back on TikTok tonight for the first time, live, and
I
I
was
got.
watching, I heard you giving them announcements to them to come over to see the images on Young Elder, but mute their YouTube so that you can keep talking to them on TikTok.
Yes.
I was trying to talk her through it. Look, Keith, we're gonna get her an assistant and a social media assistant because right now, me and you doing triple do.
Right. So mama a little bit behind, so I need my children to.
Mama perfect. You on time. You not
I'm
behind.
on
That's what your
time.
kids here for. You
Okay,
on
well,
time. You perfect. You
I'm
perfect.
willing, I'm open to learning, and this is
You're
a
not supposed to
good.
do it, Mama. You got too much work to do. You're not supposed to learn it.
Okay, all right.
Mm-mm.
Well, in the meantime, we're gonna shift for two things before we go out. We want to be able to talk about the upcoming um restoration for the matriarch to be restored back to the land, the redemption of them that's happening on this Tuesday at 8 o'clock. Right? My
Yes,
time,
ma'am.
my time is
Yes, ma'am.
correct, and
Yes, ma'am.
that we are all on one accord. So when this reading happens on Tuesday, then the next day you need to go out and ground and read this out loud. You know, you can have a recorder, you can record me, you can do whatever you need to do to get this what I'm reading out. We'll put it up on the screen so y'all can take screenshots so that you can be able to go out and put your feet in the ground or go around the waters or go wherever it is in nature and read it so that you can put your energies back on this earth.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what's missing.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes.
this
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday we're looking for 100 plus women to be
Yes.
on you bring the link up for Dr. G. So
Dr. G's. We'll be on Dr. G's.
Yeah, we'll be on the House of Reawakening on Tuesday. And we're asking the men, if you would, please just look from afar, but let the women, and my son will confirm, because I'm not leaving them out in a way that they would want to perceive me saying this. So I need you to say it the way it's supposed to be said, so it don't be no misunderstanding, son. If you would.
So for the men, we don't go into the Zoom meeting with the women. We watch the YouTube broadcast, and when they do the yays and the nays, the men can then agree.
Okay, so they want us to put the link in the chat room so that they can get it. Can you do that for us, young elder?
The link I already in the descriptions. All they gotta do is click on the description. Now I'm gonna put it in the comments once
Okay, because
the
I
tape
think
get
what it's
through, so
doing
they can
right now is it's sending people to the page of like the YouTube, but I don't know if the goddesses or the matriarchs have the actual link to go via Zoom. I think that's where maybe the confusion
Yeah.
is happening, because even I don't have the
Yeah, I
Zoom
don't
link.
have the
Yeah,
Zoom link.
because they had
Yeah,
to go
because
to.
even I don't have the Zoom link. So
She's
I think
got
that's where
it
the confusion.
already on the advertisement on the YouTube. So all they got to
Okay.
do is just come on to click on that on YouTube, and then somehow or another they'll be on, so they can put the link on, and then Dr. G and I both are new at doing all of this. So, but somehow or another we're going to be able to record the 100 women doing it, because afterwards we're going to invite each woman to come on to say they agree.
Yes, ma'am.
So whatever confusion, don't worry about it. Go on. It's already advertising on YouTube.
Yeah,
Okay.
and make sure y'all
Somebody
do the notify thing. So
yeah, at 8 o'clock. So somebody's putting it in my chat, in the TikTok now. So, and you've got it on your link down on your, okay. So it's both places, and then plus it'll be other places for you all to get 100 plus women all over the world.
Okay.
We
Clan mothers.
the clan mothers to come.
Yeah, clan mother. And it's very important that not only goddesses, y'all are there with Empress, Mother River, but also the afterwards, right? So she's doing this, her and Dr. G, which is another big matriarch on the land, big chief, on Tuesday. But that, like, whether it's the next day or whatever, all up until before Friday, that when she's talking about the reading, y'all, please make sure you read and then put it on the public domain. I don't care if you think you only have 2 followers on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube or whatever, to as well put it out there, because it's an energy thing. Because see, you have to remember on Saturday, y'all, is the Virgo full moon. So it's an energy shifting that we're doing. And Virgo is also an earth sign, and Virgo is the mother sign and the big mama. And also Baba, he's a Cancer Virgo rising. So it's a lot of reasons and a lot of energies, and it's a purpose behind it. It's a reasoning. And learn your cities. If you don't know where to yeah, I'm gonna let Rod do that. I know he doing his stuff probably separately. I'm not sure, but it's important too. Like for instance, me, if I'm going into the Little Rock area, I'm going over to the Little Rock River, and then I'm probably gonna go to Hot Springs to the lake, because of where I know that they did some trickery of the works. If you know certain cities or areas or mounds or certain places in your areas, if you can read it there, that makes it stronger. If you just read in your house, that's fine too. But like, let's please, this is very, very big. It's very important. Yes, please record it, please,
And
y'all.
those
Yes.
who won't be able to make it, just make sure, like she said, reaffirming to read it and record it, and put it on whatever platform you want to put it on, so it can be on a public domain that is somewhere published, that we did have 100 plus clan mothers to proclaim themselves back to the matriarch system, and that they're affirmed and reattached to the earth, the land.
Right.
So what this does in the realm of metaphysics, it's basically like the women is doing a hostile takeover to reclaim the earth, because it was already there to begin with. It's the grandfather clause for the oldest contract, which is to determine Earth's gender, which produced the women as the caretakers of the Earths, as seen in the Nation of the Gods and Earths, right? Because the women was responsible for the flora and fauna, for the design of the different species of animals, especially the ones with the flamboyant colors like peacocks. Shout out to Chief Peacock down in Mississippi. All of this beauty, a lot of the stuff you can't see is true colors, because the Lilith moon is blocked out by the current lunar moon, When the
Yes.
Lilith moon controlled the night skies, it gave the ambiance of a black light in a nightclub, fluorescently lighting up the land. All of the flowers glow under the black light. And we used to see that at nighttime, but somewhere along the way, we got this moon. And I'm still trying to figure out who put it there.
The Anunnaki.
I know it's a whole
I agree.
spaceship. I know that. And that I know it's a battleship that'll take off if some drama go down and it is
But
needed.
the priestesses, we learned how to channel that energy and use what they made as our weakness and turned it to our strength because we just did what we had to do.
Which takes us back to the doula studies, because you're gonna find out in your doula studies that there was a time when women they wouldn't have babies all the time. They would turn on and turn off their menses.
Yes, we did.
Right? And they would have that biological self-control under the Lilith moon. This is why you have all of the mythology that belittles and scorns Lilith, because we talking about a time when her energy empowered the women to reach higher states of consciousness and to have so much control over their biology that they could be 90 years old and say, you know what? I think I need to produce a child so they can produce a child for me to come back.
And it's actually still going on. There's a group of us. There's a group of us who learned how to master that. They try to say some women have early menopause, or some women, they don't know where this baby came from at 60. But there's a group of women that, have you ever noticed that like some women can be in a relationship or marriage 15, 20 years and never have a baby. Then they get with this new person and get pregnant immediately. She's learned how to shut her body down because she's like, you're not worthy of a seed. I'm not giving you a child. And then she comes into with another one and says, okay, this is who I'm going to procreate, because she's learned how to shut her body on and off. There is a group of us down here that, although there may be a fake moon, that we step into what we call our Lilith path.
Also, the women mitochondrial does Y chromosome maintenance. The Y chromosome gets maintenance for genetic defects from the mitochondria. This is another aspect of the supremacy of the women, because without that, the Y chromosome will stop being produced if there's the wrong defect in it, right? And the mitochondrial is the also energy producer for the entire biology of the organism. What we call the breath produces the burning through the energy exchange from mitochondria to the nucleus of the DNA, right? So it feeds through our lifetime. That's why you sponsor, every man don't even know he have a group of women that's agreeing for him to live on earth. It's a subconscious agreement that's being passed through his heart chakra. If a man ain't got no women loving him, he ain't gonna live long.
Nope. And I wanted to go back to the fact that before I tripped over my cord, that when you mentioned Lilith, that's why I'm holding them that she had in her hands. I got them. Remember them shims she had down?
Yep.
There they are. I have them.
Yeah.
Okay. Nobody else have them. I have them. So that's reaffirming my position that Lilith is no longer that it's I that hold these shims. That's a receipt.
Yes.
Okay.
So those are the symbol of the authority or jurisdictional authority over the left hand and the right hand path. When we're
Yes.
talking about red lodge and blue lodge, if you in masonry, if it's also, the ancient Arabic order nobles of the mystic shrine and the masters of the Far East are all contributors to being able to receive the relics that tells you who is who.
Okay? So let the record show that I'm the
Yes, ma'am.
holders of the shims from Lily.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Here they are.
Mm-hmm.
I also have, go ahead, son. Here's the healing rods,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm going to be bringing during my coronation to heal the land. You know, when they be
Yes.
one
Mm-hmm.
forward and one back, if you look at the Egyptian statues, the gods,
Mm-hmm.
they
Mm-hmm.
were holding one in the hand, they was put one foot.
The
These are,
right foot forward.
that's correct. So these are the healing
Mm-hmm.
rods that I'm in possession of. You see them?
Mm-hmm.
I have them.
Yes,
And,
ma'am.
and we'll be using these to heal the land during our family reunion on April the 6th. Okay? I hold those.
And as pretender to the throne, on your way to, as you were seeing, you collect the relics and the artifacts that
Right.
attributes your position.
Mm-hmm.
We're the aunts.
Mm. And I know y'all know what the Ankh is. The symbol of life, the 360
Life.
degrees. 121, 21, 20.
So that's
Yeah.
why
It
I was,
also means yoni over penis.
Yes, it does.
yeah.
Mother, father, child, yoni over penis, life over death, because they tried to take us out.
So then I heard someone mention, I ain't never heard no woman be a master mason, son. Can you explain
We
why
are.
I'm the master mason?
Because the wisdom falls off the lips of the mother to the heads of the babes. And at the feet of the master is the text that tell you the wisdom is absorbed from sitting at the feet of the master. And the
And
mason is
another,
mama's son, and mama's
thank you.
son is mama's right hand man, coming to redeem the land and restore balance back and everything back to its proper order. The master
And
mason
then
is the mother.
it is the mother. And you can't even be a man and be a master mason unless you go through the order of the Eastern Star. See, that's the secret that they don't tell you. You can't be a master mason unless you go through the order.
So I know that this has been perverted and usurped and all that. That's why they sent them. I didn't ask for these. They sent them to me. I was like, why I got these? And then they had to explain to me why I had them. They sent them from Philadelphia. Okay.
From Philadelphia, because they did the rituals there.
Okay, but that they sent them with my regalia or what you see me wearing, so it arrived
Mm-hmm.
with it. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know until my attire got here that you see me wearing it arrived with it, and
Mm-hmm.
so it was explained as my son has said is that this is to straighten out the lodges.
Mm-hmm.
So we was
Mm-hmm.
infiltrated in all areas of people activity, including economics, education, entertainment, labor law, politics, religion, sex, and war.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
Yes.
we add the 10th component to that, which is the health. Because when you're not in
Yep.
good health, you can't think straight. And if you can't think straight, you can't act straight. Right.
Right.
So they um, gave us a miseducation and keep us in a poor state of health. And
Mm-hmm.
that is what makes us stagnant.
That's why Carter G. Woodson wrote The Miseducation of the Negro.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
can you explain this?
That is called the Iroquois Confederate flag, commonly known as the Confederate flag. And the misinformation given is that this was the flag of slavery and racism, But when you do the research, all of the race riots that killed the most people was under Old Glory. Even after they subjugated the South and conquered the Iroquois nation and switched out the constitutions, the Old Glory continued with the racist regime of murder and lynchings under the pretense of Old Glory. This Confederate flag is the Iroquois Confederation, where they stole the constitutional idea from. And the people who wrote this Constitution had to create their own flag in order to compete with the people that was living under the law of the flag. We didn't normally go by flags. We normally went by totem poles. But this flag was the Iroquois Confederacy's flag.
When that old Andrew Jackson, did he do that during the was it Horseshoe Bend? Did he do that when they did that during that when they took it with the Mississippians and took it through Alabama, Georgia, Oklahoma, Muskogee, when they took all that area or tried to take all the area and did the falseness, and that's why they got the little white hoods, because it was really like you say, they look like us and they ain't us.
Yeah, the white hoods come from the Black Brotherhood of Spain. And the Black Hand of the South, which we considered as the scourge and the terror of the South, was the Negro whose black hand hang from under the white robe, who led the raids, who led the KKK raids into our communities to get the chiefs off the land, so we would have nobody that knew the old ways that could redeem the land using the tribal traditions to oust the imposter. But they didn't never think that the genetic information would pass down.
That's right.
Go catch this movie called Killers of the Flower Moon. If you haven't seen this movie called Killers of the Flower Moon, that breaks down how the Osage natives, which they basically sold out and had the priests do rituals, and they hid these various different things under some of the mounds now and put a whole spell on the people, including the children, to erase and wipe the memories and say we are moving away. And they were the ones who corrupted the priesthood. So this was done at a very high level. It was corruption within the priesthood too. That was the energies they were done when they sold over. Then they brought the intermarrying in, because they knew it was like the Creeks and the Choctaws, and these were matriarchal lines, right, to marry the women so they could assert, like Mother is saying, the land.
That's the sweetheart swindle.
Yeah, that's what they did. That's what they did.
So
and then they want y'all to celebrate Valentine's Day and stuff.
And the sweetheart swindle was they turned the flag this way, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Which means differently than when you turn it this way.
That's right. That's what they did, Mama. That's what they did. Corrupt, tried to do some trickery. But it's back, because that means, you know what, you got the allodial title.
So Nickel Slicks to ride to town and woo Big Mama, sweep her off her feet.
That's what they did. And then they killed off the chiefs by getting them drunk and putting the alcohol base poisoned, right? So they poisoned it and had it too strong and messed up with the weed and killed the men off, so that the women have to be marrying them. So it was an assassination on the chiefs and swindling the women.
And we hit that 3-hour mark. We can
you can take us on home, Elder.
Oh yeah, and we're gonna come back, Rod, to discuss the update on Baba, because we'll just do that whole tape on that on Sunday or something. We'll just do like a 30-minute tape or something, a little just short, whatever, to talk about that. Because it's 3 hours.
Yeah, can he just give a little snippet because people did wait
go ahead.
just
Go ahead.
Can you give them a update right quick, just something that will hold them until Sunday, please, son?
So at this point,
I also want y'all to mention that y'all going to do with these fundraisers too. Please say that, please.
So at this point, we waiting on a time from the time that it was read in the public domain that the Empress is present. We have to wait a certain time in order for her to step into her full power. And she also had to activate the other matriarchs. This is not about money. We don't need money to get Baba out. We need jurisdictional supremacy.
Okay, before you go further, those of you all are out there that saying that we need money, need $10,000 and all that. That's not us. We're not asking anybody for anything because we already have what we desire to have to go get him. So you people out there that's out here taking up monies, talking about we taking up monies to free him, stop it. And if anybody else that see folks out there advertising for us to take up monies for Baba, me and my son, nor anybody from this realm is asking or even asking for any donations to free him. We've already done the work to get that done. So there's no need to be out here having free Baba campaign and taking up collections of money because that's not us. We don't do things from that realm.
Yeah, that don't got nothing to do with us.
At all.
Period.
His
So
books, they said to stop selling his books and anything that got his name on it, it's to cease and desist from doing it. Because that's his intellectual property. And you're not doing anything but benefiting from the sales of his intellectual property, and it's already been read in the public domain to stop selling Dr. York's stuff, claiming the money is going to help him when you know you're not sending that on to where it needs to go.
Yes.
Right. Right.
So don't be out here campaigning, and y'all, if y'all catch them, find some way to shut their PayPals down, their cash outs down, report them.
Turn it in. Report. I've been reporting.
Report it. Because if I see it, I'm going to report it.
So the
folks out here acting like y'all killing rams. There's only one ram, and she's alive because Empress is an Aries and a ram. I already know, and he know, and trust me, he can see. He sees everything in the spirit. Trust me, because I had to get channeled for 3 days behind it. Don't think you're going to do anything and assert and utilize his child or any people's spirits and energies to try to come against him or to work against him or to think you're going to keep him locked up, because trust me, he moves and he shifts and he sees all. And don't think you're going to utilize anything to try to lock up his energy or assert his energy or even pull from his children's energy or utilize their sweetness and their kindness and their kind hearts. He's a very kind person. But trust me, what happened in any past lifetimes will not go and will not happen in this one. It will not. So when she's telling you nice, because you're about gonna get knocked off this land and your whole bloodline gonna be erased.
Go ahead,
so Rob. We don't need to raise any money to get Malachi out. We just need to shift the matriarchs into their proper position of superior jurisdictional authority in order to order his release.
Oh, if they said something bad.
Oh man, they froze him. What did you say now, young elder?
Elder.
We didn't hear you.
Oh,
your phone going in and out, Elder. We can't really hear.
No, he froze. They froze him.
Yeah, they sure did, didn't they?
I'm telling you, they've been playing with this lie today. They knocked me out as soon as I said all the land was yours. They doing this stuff. I know what they doing, but it's still not gonna work. It's still not gonna work. Period. So go, mother. You have the stage.
Okay. So now we'll go ahead and let Rod finish while he comes back in.
So once the matriarchs reclaim the land, which is a concerted effort of matriarchs asserting they right, they tribal right to secure the land, to bring the land and the people back to balance, and to get resources to make sure everybody got food, clothing, and shelter. As soon as the the matriarchs are back in their full power, then the Empress will be in her position to order his release without obstacles. That's why we had to do the tribal tradition to do everything in the public domain, and they do everything in secret. We got to put it in the public domain because the acknowledgement of the clans, of their own clan mothers, and the matriarchal people that we are, we support the reactivation of their powers, and it assists them in bringing back the balance to the land. And part of that is to bring these chiefs out and let them give their reports to the people. Right? That's a mandatory function of us reclaiming the land. The chiefs that was held in reprisal for the debt under the COINTELPRO operations, the Sister Asada that's in Cuba, right? All of these people need the right to be on their land without being harassed by foreign agents of an occupied military force that's using our people to populate it, having no knowledge that they really fighting against their own self. Right? So now we use the same thing they use against us. Right? So that's why it had to be put on the public record that the National Guard was sheep dipping from the other branches of the military in order to perform their function under the continuation of government in the rise of the new government. This all going to be rolled out soon, right? We just waiting on the EBS to activate and for the military contingents to come out and make sure that the people know that the tribes have reclaimed the land, because they're responsible as well to make the people informed of the transfer of the power back to the original people of the land. Right. So all this stuff is to come within the next few weeks. This is not 6 months out. Right. This is what's coming up. And this is why we need those 100 sisters to attend that public declaration of the return of the matriarchy. Because once they state that, it's been being done in other countries around the world. They've already went in and put constitutional conventions on notice. But the people around the world is not aware of the unified force of the matriarchs that's moving to reclaim the land of the planet, not just the Americas. It's just that the Empress is seated in America, but she got to be the lead to oversee and make sure that the rest of the matriarchs know how to deliver their declaration to restore their tribal rights, because the matriarchal tribal right is a global right. And like I said before, it goes back to the gender assignment of the planet, and the women were assigned as the caretakers.
So that's why it's very important that everyone join me on this Tuesday coming at 8 o'clock to read the declaration all together, and then publicly, one by one, that will show your faces and you say you agree. And that way it is a public record showing that you agree and that we have the 100+ women restored back to the land. And then the next day, because it's going to be done in the evening time, or you can go out at nighttime if it's nighttime, or if it's still day where you are when we do this, go out and take it upon yourself to read it while your feet is touching the ground or while you're in nature. Okay, so please join us. Don't forget to subscribe, right? Donations for the Cash App is on the bottom of subscription, down at the bottom of Young Elders. If you could flash the Cash Apps as well. And this goes to pay the folks who are helping to get certain things done.
for us to tell them thank you for whatever they do for us. So please don't forget to cash app us so that we can pay those people for the help that they do. They don't charge us, but we want to be able to pass on to show them that we appreciate them. And don't forget to put some funds in Young Elders Cash App as well. I noticed he didn't put his Cash App up. So if you could please, Young Elder, put your Cash App up, put everybody's Cash App up one more time before we leave. And that we love everybody. Don't forget to go on Taj Bay Young, the real
House of Reawakened Minds.
Yeah, to wish Taj a happy Earth Day once we get off, everybody. And thank everybody for your donations on TikTok. I really appreciate it. You have my Cash App if you want to do the Cash App. Somebody put that in my TikTok, because I don't know what it is by heart, okay? Because I don't hardly ever use it.
I think it's Cherokee Nation 11, isn't it, Mama?
I think it is.
I know it.
Yeah, for the proceeds.
It's Shalagi Cherokee. Can you put it up once again?
No, I think your Cash App is $Cherokee Nation 11, I believe. Double check, because I believe
I think is it Shalagi in the front or just Cherokee? It's Foundation.
It's just Cherokee.
And number
the
11.
Cherokee Foundation is the Cherokee Foundation 11.
Yeah, it's Shalagi Cherokee Nation Foundation. Can you, Young Elder, put my Cash App up so that I can read it? Okay, yeah. It's $ Cherokee Foundation 11. That's the Cash App information. And again, I can verify that everything that is donated, because I don't need anybody's funds to live off of every month. My deceased husband makes sure the gift to keep on giving, and plus I have John here, so I don't have to live off anybody's donation. These are to help pay for things that people are doing for us to further the mission, not only for the cause that we're doing, to make sure that things are done in decent and in order. Okay, so it's $ Cherokee Foundation 11. And then don't forget to go and subscribe. If you could put that back in the TikTok for me. And of course, my son and my daughter, as well as my other son, there's Rod's Cash App at $SIKAPE.
I don't care if y'all don't send me nothing. I ain't doing this for I'm just letting them know. I don't care if they send me something or not.
I want y'all to know that doula
if they
class,
send it, it's all gratitude. If they don't want to send it, it's still all gratitude. Because gratitude changes everything.
We do the work either way, whether funds come in or not. The doula class, please, 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 don't forget to enroll. We need all the doulas that in the transitional doulas that we could get, so that we could dispatch them all over the lands, so that when your babies are being delivered, that they're being delivered properly and preferably at home, and have everything that you need to be able to be ready for the birthing of your children or your grandchildren. And but please sign up. We need all the doulas, the midwives, and transitional doulas to please come back into your rightful places, so that the babies can stop suffering at the hands of.
And if you're currently a doula, if you can also let me know, because I also would like to, if you want to be a mentor. Well, let me say this. If you're a current doula and want to be a mentor to a student for after they graduate, please let me know. Please let me know.
You still doing the collecting the locations of doulas for people who?
Yes, I am. I've been doing that. Yeah, I'm doing that list regardless. But I also want to set up for those who come out of the class, if they want to, because with me, I set up under people with Reiki as well as with life coach. I mean, with doula under someone for over a year. I just feel like that that's just how it is that we're
Well, the
supposed to
apprentice
be.
program is part of it.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
it's
that's
good
part
to
of it.
find doulas that's willing to mentor because
Mm-hmm.
the apprenticeship is the hands-on training.
Right. And so that's what I, want to get them to get that, because I know I did that. I know I do it on my own self with Reiki, and I'll probably do it in Florida with some of the doulist work. But of course, I can't be everywhere, so that's why it's important for us, like Mama said, for the people in different states, because we want to touch all the states. We want to touch all the states.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to make sure you mentioned you were starting to put together
Oh,
a
they've been
map.
contacting me. Trust me,
Mhm.
I've been getting, and I love it.
Can
I
you
love
tell
it.
them?
I love that.
Can you tell them one more time how to contact you? So
Yes,
that
you
they
can.
go ahead.
Oh, yes, you can. You can either come to my send me a message on Instagram, which is Rising Phoenix Academy, RAISING Phoenix Academy. Is probably the best way. Or you can email me at Rising Phoenix, RAISING Phoenix 78 at gmail.com. If you do one of those, I'm going to send you to a link, because I have like a job form that I'm having everyone fill out that's going to have your name, your information, your number. So I have it literally sets up like a link, and I'm going to probably I should have probably sent that description to him, but I'm going to probably send that and put that link in my bio. And what it does, it sends you right to a web address, to a link to fill out your form if you're a current doula, or if you're interested in the doulaship. If you want to sign up for class, you can sign up on the Etsy website, which is already a link in my bio. And I think Young Elder has that. So.
Okay, so someone put Rising Phoenix information in my in the line feed, so that those who do not have the information or did not hear what she said, that that you can go to her Instagram, which is, tell me again.
Yes, ma'am. It's Rising Phoenix
Rising
Academy.
Phoenix
Academy.
Academy.
Yes, ma'am.
Rising Phoenix Academy. Is
I'm
that
gonna type. I can type it in this chat. Hold on, Mom. I'm gonna type it in this chat.
Hey,
okay?
it's already in the
It's
link in the
already in the
description.
chat, but I'm
Yeah,
just
it's
Oh,
putting
already
it.
in the link.
It's
All you gotta do is
Rising
fill
oh,
out the
okay.
Phoenix
description.
Academy.
Yeah, it's a whole
Okay,
both of your Instagrams. The Win one and the Academy one is on there.
and they're putting it in my line feed now. So please, 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 we're asking for all who are interested and all who are already doulas. Please contact her so that we can start to turn this thing around with the birthing with our children. Okay. Okay.
All right, that wraps it up. We're gonna get out of
All
here.
right.
Y'all ready to get y'all Friday started for you night guys. You
Oh
late
yeah.
night guys. Hey, well, we about to be out of here. We'll be back. Hey, y'all, be sure to go
Hold
subscribe
on,
to
guys.
the
I'm
page.
TikTok.
Go
Okay.
subscribe
So
to our YouTube
Yes,
page. We're
sir.
gonna have it in the links and in the chats. She like, I think you had about 600 subscribers now so far. So it's like about 400 more. We need about
I need
400 more.
400
Yeah,
more
we're gonna get it tonight.
subscribers.
It's gonna happen tonight,
Yeah, it's
Mama.
gonna
It's
happen
gonna
tonight.
happen tonight. I need
Yeah, it's
400
gonna happen
more
tonight.
subscribers on
Yeah, by
my
tomorrow, 3
YouTube
o'clock, you
channel.
should be at
So
1,000
go tell
subscribers.
everybody, go over there and subscribe, so I can
Yeah.
be in the kitchen to cook them biscuits for y'all.
Oh yeah,
Y'all
I
know
want some.
y'all
Yeah,
hungry.
hey, you gonna blow with 1,000
Yes,
subscribers?
and
I'm
get
joking.
ready for
This, this,
Tallahassee, August
this,
5th. I mean,
this,
not August. Look, I'm August, baby. April, April 5th through the 7th for Empress's coronation. April 5th through 7th. Make your plans. We're less than 2 months away, you all. So come on and get ready. Get your outfits. If you're not close by, get your travel and get ready. Get ready.
Your dominoes and get your spades, get your pity pack cards and Uno cards and all that other stuff, and come on out and have a good time with us from the 5th through the 6th through the 7th. And let's have a great time. Oh, my coronation is gonna be something to look
Oh,
at.
they're gonna be talking about it. Look, I'm gonna be laughing because I'm gonna get to finally see Rod dressed up. I want to see brother gonna be clean. Ooh, brother gonna be
What
clean
you
as a
hey,
talking
rustle,
about?
baby.
you in
Brother gonna be
Florida?
Look,
Birthday
clean.
thing is going on in Florida.
my son might be ushering me right on up
Yeah,
to my
So,
seat.
bro, you going down there?
Yeah, so my headpiece. Anybody who want headpieces can go to
Mm-hmm.
the genetic code on
Wait,
Instagram.
I'll have to get that link from you, Mama. But I already look. I know she's gonna be fabulous. If you see the flyer, if y'all already
Yeah,
saw the flyer and
yeah.
saw how good she look on the flyer, that's just a taste of how good my mother is gonna look. Look,
Oh my God. So if you want
period,
headpieces,
period.
Helena Christopher, she is the genetic code on Instagram. You can find her by that way, I think. And her name is Helena, and she's going to be making the headpiece that you guys have seen me wear. She's going to be
Hmm.
also doing the headpiece
Oh
for the
wow.
carnation as well. So it's going to be something to reckon with. All I can tell you, if you want one, get in touch with Helena, and she will see what she can do without being bombarded to get your a headpiece made for you. Okay.
Mama, I don't know. You should have gave it out because she needs to put all her energy into your headpiece. I'm sorry, I'm a little selfish as a child. All her energy needs to
If
go
she
into your
can't,
head.
if she can't, she'll tell you she can't because she's not gonna slight Mama. But I do want to let everybody know that she's been, and the person who designed my last regalia, what you see me in the
Yeah,
video, he has
yeah.
his name is Saeed Muhammad. He will be
Mm.
doing my attire for the actual
Mm.
coronation
Okay.
regalia. He will be the one doing that. And then there is another young lady by the name of Doris. She's going to make sure that all the rest of my attire for the rest of that weekend is made. So give a shout out to Doris. And I don't have like an email or anything, but Doris is going to be the one to take care of all my other attire. But Saeed, he's the one that has designed my attire for the last couple of years.
Yes, I love it.
Saeed
I
Muhammad.
think Farisha Stone was wanting to work on some special jewelry pieces for you too.
Thank you. And, and so
That's why I
anybody
may
got
have to let it
special,
out, but I think, and you talk about knowing it's gonna be some real songs. That brother has some. Ooh, I can't even. But yeah, so I think he got to take care of the big mama because he. Yeah, so
well,
I think he got a few things he's working on too.
well, I will graciously accept. And Helena, she also has been the creators of all my jewelry as well. So I'm
Mhm,
open to sharing that spotlight with her. But she's always been the one to take care of the jewelry and the headpieces. But I
mhm.
am very open to others being gracious and kind to me as well.
Yeah, like matter of fact, this necklace I have on like most of all of well, not even pretty much everything I have, he does. And he's the bookman. He's the one I've been with him multiple lifetimes in spiritual warfare, and he's very very gifted and he's one that he'll do probably some protective things. He keeps me like I don't like if I'm ever going live, I always wear my pieces because I know that they're sealed up. So I think I don't know if he got special orders to make sure he took care of Mama, but I know he mentioned it to me.
Okay.
All
So
right,
you
let
you
young
gonna
girl to take us on out.
all right. So you gonna do the
Hey, look,
honors
hey, cause
of
you know how Nubians is. We'll talk all night, especially with you.
all right. We love everyone. And I will see you guys over on Taj them to wish him a happy Earth Day. Please go over there and do that for him. He's deserving to do that because he's a great master teacher. Love and
Yeah,
light,
I'm gonna have to get
everybody.
Taj on. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get
Yes,
Irene
Taj
said,
on.
all right, I say.
Yeah, I say,
love and light.
Love it, love it.
love and love. Hey,
Peace and
shalom
love.
alaikum, alaikum. Peace be unto
Thank,
you. Hotep.
thank you, thank you again, young
Hey,
elder.
thank you. Hey, thank you, Big Mamas, because yeah, everybody's helping everybody. That's how I like it. But
Yes,
I like to help anybody that I can help. So it's like,
yes.
this is what I do. I'm just here to help. So yeah, so
Well, I
we
tell
out.
you,
Hey y'all. Hey, I should Divine love throughout the boundless universe to all.
All right. Love
Why
and
do?
light.
All right, see y'all later.